creating a 13. There is a fixed, right, and a cardinal sign creating a 13. And there is a mutable, right, and a cardinal sign, right? So you can see 6 and 8 divided by that 7th area space. Okay, now I know I said something in between here that I didn't like. No, it wasn't that I didn't like it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unscramble this and redo it again. Okay, so it was like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. Put 5 in the center, right? Except this time 6, 7, 8, and 9. And as you can see, right, we have 4 connections and they total 40. The thing about these connections, right, is that it creates this. But in a singularity of area space, which is, let me see, which is these squares here, right, I cannot just run a line right through it like that. Okay, so I'm going to just show you that here's one, here, 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 here. See the way I only need to make 2 lines, right? The first one I made 4, right? The next one I made 3. But all the insides, right? You see the way I only need to make 3 lines? So check this one out. 1, 2, 3. Then the next one is 2, 2, 2. Pretty cool, eh? Not all the same. So we have, so in this, okay, in this, where was I with this? Right, I cannot, because of the law, run a straight line this way. My obligation is to go here, 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 because that's a precise reality. The other one would have to be understood between here and here, and an average of the beat, just the same way they work pi. I hope everybody's having a happy moment, a moment of silence, a moment of peace. I'm just looking at this board here. It says Paldine Fates, and I'm thinking of the fates of the Chaldeans. And it's not off of me, it's from Scarlet and Violet. You know Scarlet and Violet. We're going to move this wall over here. See, for some reason, I was thinking of the Palisades, and the dean would be the teacher, right? So we have DNA within the teacher. We have NDA within the teacher. We have EA, which is O. So it could be the dawn. Why does EA get O? 1 and 5, the 5th letter and the 1st letter. So my question is, if I read it from right to left, I go 1, 5. If I read it from left to right, I go 5, 1. I'm just looking at the E and the A, right? I haven't finished the science, the complete theory on everything, but I have a better understanding, right? So if I look at Violet, right, I got life of 10. Where do you see life? Oh, I got the DNA life of 10. How do I get that? The ampersand, right? That's a DNA ET, English and French. Ampersand is AND. Is it Scarlet or is it ET? And EL, right? Hold on, should I do EL? Yes. Okay, so running from the fire to the fire, AE. Just to back that up, EA, fire, fire. The A goes in the center. Now we're going to run 3 lines like that off of A and 3 lines like that off of A, right? We're going to split it down the center as well. 29 for X and iron. 99, 29. This will enter into every 9th house that there is. This is the platform. You cut across and you split. 180 and 90, 18 and 9. Every single letter. There are 5 4s inside of T. So what is the 4? First of all, to let you know, we'll finish what's that the 4, right? The 7 and the 8. The 4, 7, and 8. The 1, 2, 7, and 8. Singular in duality. which means that 3, 4, 5, and 6 is the duality. And this is singular connect. The 4, 7, and 8 is the house of vows, where we all take our vows over to Mars and company. Right? More than one? Does it mean more than one element in one bag? Right? One bag, 6 elements, or 6 elements, or 6 bags and one element in each? That'd be individuality, would it not? So vowels, can we get vowels like A, E, I, O, and U? What if we change the, like, and we went I, like over here, and we went I, E, A, U, O? I don't know, something like that. I mean, I wouldn't even have to do this. I just go A, E, I, O, U and find a center, but then the U doesn't have a center yet, so I'd have to go A, E, I, O, U. Then I would have a center. But what if I went like A, E, I, O, U, right? And then A, E, I, O, U, right? And then A, E, I, O, U. And then over here, after the third one, I go U, right? U, O, I, E, A. And then after that, right, will I continue back to A, U? And the reason I do this is 1, 2, right? And we work it all the way to 36, okay? Do I start here at 37, okay, and work it to 72? Or will you go, or let's do it a little easier. Will we go 1 to 9? And then when we go start over here, we go 9, 8, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This has bugged me for a while. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So should it be done this way, right? And then we crisscross this, they're all the same. This will be, 18. This will be 14. This will be 16. But if I did it the other way, I'm just trying to see. So if I did it this way, I'd get 10, 10, 10. And then if I connect this one, I'd get 7, 7, 7. But if I did this one, I'd get 13, right? 13, 13. Should I take that off the board? I'm going to show you what's on the board on here. I'm going to take that off the board. Hold on a second. Just give me a second. Let's see what's happening with Mr. Diggins. What's happening, Mr. Diggins? What's happening, Mr. Diggins? You want me to get a Kleenex in the bathroom? Okay. You're eating a sock? It's good? Are you going to swallow it like last time? AI says Gematria, Geometry, Insights. What does AI know? Like, I'd like AI to come out here and talk with all of us and let's have a chat, right? Let's see what it can answer and let's see what it can ask. Just looking through the questions. It's hard to look through the, I don't know how to stop all the notices of who's coming in, who's not coming in. It wastes all my time. I don't need to see that. Tier 2 valid until flare. Use this flare to attract. Use it. Okay. Okay, I have no time to lose to an Irish kite. You know, fly in the wind stuff. Right? That's why you always need somebody, a moderator up on the side, because I don't, you know, when I do this work, I don't know if you want to call it work, because some don't. Who is to take my words for reality or just for granted? That means nothing to others, as it is not considered work because it does not have a paycheck at the end. So I'd have to speak to every single farmer and mother that works every single day, or anybody that does work that's considered work but doesn't get paid. Okay, well, guess what? I guess we're all in the same categorical boat. Can I say it in those words? All categorized the same way because we do the science that costs the most. Did you know that? Science is extremely expensive. And at the end, sometimes and most of the time, there's only one result, meaning that up into finding what you're looking for, you find other things on the way, some successful, some unsuccessful. But I can tell you right now that I need a minute for myself. I need to get the motor running at 1,000 likes, so I'm going to do it myself. They tell you to look at everything, so heart's alive, right? You know what's funny about the heart is that when I hit the screen, right, it's sending the heart. But do you know when you fill up a bucket, when is the bucket full? You have some in the bucket, but you know, until that bucket reaches the top, like when you're at a pig house and you feed the pigs, the automatic feeder stops. Okay, when the last feeder of all the pens are done. And guess what? If you're in the last pen, you get last. So the thing is never to misfeed. Because once one pig starts to misfeed at the first side, because obviously they ate first, they'll miss first. Usually before anybody else, right? It should be working out. Yeah, you gotta give me a minute. Okay. Yeah, I'm still working on 300 likes. Sorry about that, but TikTok doesn't want to let me go anywhere unless I have likes on the channel. So what am I going to do? It's like putting gas in the car. Is it wasting my time giving myself likes? Yeah, my arm hurts. Can I do it with a machine? Yeah, but that wouldn't be fair and it wouldn't come straight from my heart. So I have to do it by hand. In 4 minutes at 10:47, okay, the time will say dog, but it doesn't happen once a day. It happens many times a day. In fact, at the 747th minute, right, 747, which is GD, right, that is actually telling you it is, hold on, 747 equals to 12 hours and 27 minutes. I think I did it backwards. I think it was 4 hours and let me see, 467. No, that doesn't work out. I think it was 746. No, I need to get 7 hours. Yes, it shouldn't be this because I can't get this into the Word. I can probably do it backwards. I'd have to figure out how, but it's 746. I got this right. Just start to draw. It's, I think, 446, right? And that's 7 hours is 420. Did I get that right? Let me see if I got this right. That's 420. And that's 420. That's 420. Oh, and 46, right. that'd be 66. Hold on. I'm just doing this for myself. Why am I doing this? I don't know. Okay, hold on a second. 446. So 7 would be 420, right? And then that would be 46. Would be 4. Oh no, it's got, what about 456? Oh, please be 456. So let me erase this. Let me see if we can get this. So 4 hours, 56 minutes. Oh no, let me get this up. Let's do this straight. 4 hours, 56 minutes. Okay, so that's 7 hours. Sorry, 7 times 6 is 420 minutes. This is what I'm looking for, right? 7 times 6 is 420. So I have an extra, right? 420, 7 times 6 is 420. And 56 makes it, oh boy, why am I not able to do this? Is it 36? 7 hours is 420. And I need to put on 56. That's 476, right? Let me do it backwards. Yeah, it's the morning. Must be me. So we have 420 minutes and 56 minutes is 476. Is that right? Did I get that right? Okay. Now, the thing about this for me, it's extremely interesting. Okay. God says God. Now, with God, when you have D in God, that's 500. Okay. Now, that is here. Now, all we have is 76. 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 is 7 and 6. What is 7? 7 is an association of what? Is it 5, 2? Is it 9, 7, 16? 1 and 6 is 7. Is it 1, 6, 2, 5, 3, 4, 7? It's an area space between 6. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, hold on a second. Let me get rid of this. Wow, this thing kept sliding in my place. So with this done, let me explain this number here. Okay, I got to do it myself on paper, so maybe I'll just put the camera up above the paper instead of speaking directly to you and fooling around with it and just go straight to numbers and shut my mouth. Sometimes I just don't want any silence, and sometimes I just must create it. So let me get rid of this. I quit. This is, we'll work on this another time. So we have the hour of 4:56. And with that is 7 hours, right? 700 is 420, right? 4 hours. Wow, I should do it the other way. 4 times 60, okay, equals to 240. So I can see I'm wrong already. I don't know where I got this from, right? This is completely wrong. It's not 4 hours. So I have a mistake here. I'm not happy with it. So 7 hours, 56 minutes. I can do that. I'm just looking for something right now. I don't know what it is. 746. See, I can't do this any other way, right? This is G, this is O, this is D. Now, everybody knows that this is a split. Why? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. It's a game science. We must put in everything that goes with the numbers, no matter where it is. And this 6 might be 15, right? Why? It's 1 and 5, 6. So that would be the letter O, right? Now, the letter O is the 15th letter. It might just be AE because 1A and 5E, right? Or how about 7 and 8, the singularity equaling to 15. And now it's going to be the GH. And you know what? In GH, everybody wants to laugh. But also in PH, everybody wants to laugh. But no matter what, it's 16 and 8. And here, it's 7 and 8. 15 and 15. You know what this one does? 1 times 6, 1 plus 6. In the spirit of 76, the 8 goes on top. 8, 6, 8, 7. 14 and 15. Pi begins that way, by the way, and I'm writing all over the place, which I do not like. Wow, this looks like ayahuasca in here. And the reason I did it this way before, which I didn't mention, and not to mention that AEI to begin with is all fire, right? 1, 5, and 9, 5 being a plateau. Going this way, if you want to look at Aries, we're going to go 2, 3, 4, right? And then over here, we're going to go 6, 7, 8, 8, 2, 7, 3, 6, 4, all 10s passing through 5, 5, 10, Aztec, Capricorn, Leo, association, end result, like the beginning, always Pluto. Always Pluto. Pluto holds this, Pluto holds this, Pluto holds this. Pluto holds 2, 3, 4 equals to 9, therefore is in the association of 6, 7, 8 equaling to 21, which is an assembly of 9 and 12. Where did I get all this from? 12 zodiac signs plus 9 is 21. Sagittarius coming into Pisces. But Pisces does not exist unless 1 and 1 come together. Therefore, Aquarius must be in the house. 1 times 1 equals 1. 1 plus 1 equals 2. 2 and 1 equals to 3. We now need Aries to associate with Taurus and bring Gemini. And when Gemini comes into the house, it brings Capricorn. Why? 3, A, B, C. And when we start at C, B, A. Right? So we go at Pisces, 1 and 2. We go over here to Aquarius. And then we end up in Capricorn, which is an association of A, B, C, D. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why? That equals to 10, and Capricorn equals to 10. Reverse alphabet, 17Q, which is now Leo. How do we do it? We have 12 zodiac signs plus 5 equals to 17. We have Leo, which is the reverse alphabet of what is 10. 10 is noted to be J. J in the deck of cards is Jack. Q in the deck of cards is Queen. So Jack is number 25. Queen is 62. Now we have 87, and we have the power station of the singularity of 1, 2, 7, and 8. Coming through. Let's just pull out this paper and start all over. Why do I want to go so fast? I got to slow down. We're going to start this over here for 2 minutes. I got to breathe. Let me just breathe 1 second. So let me just see what I had. Let me just see this. A lot of comments here. I got to keep up. Okay, I was trying to keep up with the messages here. Yeah, so Fox 45 VW is also a piece of artwork where there's a continuation and an outline to the letters itself. The V, the W, the U, they're all used as 666 in Chaldean or Chaldean, whichever way you want. If you can notice that with the V and the W, depending on whether or not which font you use, they're angled diagonally. Now, are they 3345 before, after? That fact will tell you there's a 4-2-4-2 movement, right? And is it concrete? According to sharing and mathematics, it's concrete. But you know what? I come out here and do these lies so we can all decide on our own. When you go diagonally, 2 to the 4, 2 to the 6, right? One is 2 times the amount, one is 3 times the amount. When I go to the right, 2 over to 9 is 4. In fact, it's 4 what? It's 4.5 times 2 is 9, and it's 3.5 times 2 is 7. So what is that angle? Should I divide the 360 by 2.5 to understand that angle? Or the 8 over the 1 is 8 to 1. The 8 over the 3 is what? 2 2/3 over to it. So 2 2/3 is actually 8 divided by 3, which will give you 6s. 2, 6, 6, 6. Don't count the 7. They're just rounding it off. So we have 8 and 3, 11. And this one over here is mutable, fixed. Mutable, fixed, right? Here, what is that? That's a mutable, right? We're going to connect it with the 2. It's a fixed. It's an 11. They're all 11s. They're all Aquarius. And this side, they're all Sagittarius. 8 and 1, 9. 7 and 2, 9. 5 and 4, 9. Now, if I want to connect the top and the bottom, I'll squeeze it over and create 9, 11, running through either Leo or second level Scorpio. When you remove the alphabet of 5, or sorry, the zodiac of 12 from 5 is 8, or is starting at 1 to 5 is 5, they're both the same. 5, 6, 7, and 8, okay, have all the same answers when divisible by 13, right? 7 divided by 7 divided by 13 is 53847. Now, what would 6 be? Or what would 8 be? If we went to 8, we have to look for the next number. It would be 615385. It would be 615385 384. So if I went to 6, right? You remember I said 615? Is that what it was? I had to go backwards, so did I go to 7? Okay. If I went to 8, sorry, it was 8. Is that what it was? Please be. Yeah, 615. So when I go to 4, it's 4, 6. So when I go to 8, I did 7 already. So here's the way it goes. 8 is 6, 1. Now we have to go down to the last level, which would be, is it 546 when I do 7? Or was it 538? So when I did 7, five, 3, 8. 5, 3, 8. So when I do 6, where's the next one down below it? 5, 3, 5. That's too close. So it'd be 46153. 46153 when I did 6. 46153. And if I did 5, what's under 4? I have 4615. I have 4615. I need under 4, 38. Right? Is that the next one under it? 38? Now I can't go to 4. Okay? Because 4 is going to be 2, 8. Whoop. See, 4 is going to be 2, 8. It's 076923. Out of order. Out of order, 076923. Now, the thing about this one is this part of 8 times 5 is 40. 8 plus 5 is 13. Same answer. So it's a direct connection here. This answer over here, what's going on. Right? Now, what this is if I divided this by 10, or multiplied it by 10, the 3 would go here. So that would mean 37 divided by 13? Would that be 37 divided by 13? I have to come around again. Whoop. No, it's not 37. Oh, wait. It was 36 plus the number I started on. So it's 41. Should be 41. 41 divided by 13. Hold on. Let me look for the number. It started on 4, plus I need 36. Oh, that's 40. Hold on. Okay, yeah, it's 40. Okay, sorry about that. Yes, so what it was is when you're shifting in the zodiac and you want to move over the numbers so that you come up with the same decimal, when it's working with 12s or 13s, you have to keep going around the zodiac 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. So if I took the number 5 like I did, no, we're going to wait. Number 5, remember number 5 was 0.3 8513. Okay, so we'll take number 5 and we'll run the zodiac 4 times. So 4 is 48 and 5 is 53, right? So we would add 53, right? So we'll take 53. Whoop, I can't even see my finger. Divided by 13. Zero 76923. So hold on a second. I was running through the moons and not the zodiac, so I might be wrong. Let me check something out. I want to see something. 52 and 5 is 57 divided by 13. Okay, I am wrong. So why did the other one work out at, what did I say was the number was? 53 divided by 13? Yes, okay. So that is actually 52 and 1. That's why it worked out. It's 52 and 1. So that's electric company coming into this. And it equals to a trinity. See, I look at each, no matter what I do, right? I'm always going to look at this as an individuality and this as an individuality. I'll work this number, I'll work this number. This will give me from AC to DC. Then it'll multiply 1 times 3, 1 plus 3. Then I'm going to work it at 4 times 3, 4 plus 3 is 7, 12, 19. 7 and 12 is 19, minus it's 5. 5 by 3, 5 plus 3, 15 and 8, 23. 2 and 3 is 5. Wow, we found the low side negative, the same as the high side positive. Now the 15 minus 8 is now 7. And the other side was at 3. And if it's 3, 7 and 3 is a negative to positive air sign coming together. If we just add it together, it's 66. We now connect the eye to each shoulder. There's the captain, I and I captain. Why? If I'm on this side, I'm this side. Wherever you are, I'm always around. I'm not sure what the numbers are, Jenny. You're welcome, Jenny. Take care. Okay, so I still have to partake in this. So that's because of 13. When we're doing division work, I mean, for myself, I don't know the way what they say teachers and mathematicians do, because I'm just doing this out of nature, because it's just that reality. And we were taught. Why we were taught this way, why it works this way, I don't know. But the language of math, what do they call it? The way you multiply, you add, you do the brackets, you do this. I need to learn that also, but just for the basic stuff. And you can also do it backwards, but it'll just tell you your story from another dimension. Ooh, I got to get back. I'm gonna go up and get my coffee. I waited an hour after walking the dogs. Okay, guys, I'm really sorry. After you walked me, you want to check this guy out in the background? This guy is like a sprawly eagle here. You're spread, eh? Like if I go get my coffee now, what are you gonna do? He's got his sock over here. You're spread out. Where's the other one? Wow, he's not here? No way he's not in here? Wow, that's rare. Is he out here somewhere? Not too far behind, a couple of furry legs. You like it out there? It's cooler? It's hot in here, eh? Yeah, I'm going to take a 5-minute break if you don't mind. I'm going to be putting up, I'm going to try and figure out which is the best of all the backgrounds. There was a gentleman out here that made something that was pretty cool. It was this over here. It was a Mr. Walsh or something. I wish I can get this out. If you can see into the background, it's going to be perfect. It is perfect. This is the heart. Okay, 37 is the half heart of Leo Scorpio, which is 5. And 5, 14, 23, 32 create what is 74. The reconnection for Aries is 37. The 2 air signs connect within, right? The 2-3 is going to be a communication. You can see it's happening in this piece of work by Walsh. In 2-2-3-3-3-4-4, you can see when the 2-3 comes together. I'm not sure of the other numbers. 3-5 is electric. Again, 2-3, I can't see what it is. What it is, the 666. 3-7 is we're back to air. We need to transport that air. It always seems to be air, right? That 3 is 1 between 2 equals to 3, right? And the 7 is a 3-1-3 connect, other than the duality of 1-7, 2-6, 1-7, hold on a second. Anyways, regardless, and one of the things about the Trinity is when you look at Rubik's Cube, there's 3 levels by 3 levels by 3 levels. So now I ask you, the heart of the reality within Rubik's Cube is one of the totality, which is 26 and the 1. So we divide 1 by 27 because there are 27 in total, and I am just the 1. Did I ever do that before? 1 divided by 27? You know what the answer is to that? 1 divided by 27? 037, 037, 037. And 27 divided by 1 is 27. And guess what? That's the heart of the alphabet, you know? That's the exact reflex of the alphabet. There's another thing that I was thinking today. It's about 27 and 29, you know? I know when you multiply it, it gives you the Schumann resonance. When you add it, it gives you 56. And that's the wolf. Oh, yes, yes. I came up with the 2 pieces on the wolf. What was it? I have to rip this out. It's ugly. I hate. Oh, no, why rip it out? It is what it is. Where is the white wolf? Yeah, there's a mathematical equation that comes out to 2856. And you know 28 is the cycle of our one singular moon. But when we run that cycle, you're running partial cycles of other moons completing in those 28 days as well, right? Mars has 2 moons equals to wolf. White is 56, wolf is 56. Half of that is what is 1/2, but what is 1/2 in Mars, on Mars moons, is 1 whole for the Earth moon, because the Earth moon is 28, right? And you have to do it twice for the Mars moons in order to equate to the, 3 times to the Earth moon in order to equate to the Mars moons. So you would get 84, and then you would get 84, and then you would get 84, right? And that is 252. Half of that, because it's only a duality, but you're working with 3 moons, is 126. Okay, when you Multiply that by 6 by 21 is what the cube is. It equals 126, and it's the same number. I'm going to show it to you on paper. It fits directly into the moon, and everything I spoke about already this morning, I might not have been showing you all the numbers, um, in sequence, but I told you that story now. I have to go back and redo everything because I'm not happy. I feel like I only gave out half the story. It's like you showed up at the theater, but this is incomplete, just like the movies. So let me just, this was not mine, just to let you know. That was Sir Walsh. Was very good work. I like it. Oh, yes. Check this out. Check it out. Come. Well, you found another sock? Oh, the same sock? Okay. Okay, so this is what it is in this piece over here. So when you write down numbers, right, like the number 1, the 3 letters you see positioned in the alphabet. Now, I'm still working on the base alphabet of 1A and Z26, right? And if you notice, the alphabet ends on an 8. How so? Does it mean there's a area space that's there, that's not there, that just a configuration of bringing 2 8s together create the C-like that encompasses a voided area space, creating all the corners that are not there at all? Anyways, these are still other theories and blueprints to create to show you that reality. So ONE, O15, N14, E5. N14, 1 and 4 is 5. O15 becomes 5, 6, 5 in base, just the balance. There are 3 letters in this word. The 3-letter reverse alphabet of 27 equals to 81. Take away the total of the word 34 from 81 equals to 47. Even though it says God, 47 is for the word time, matter, and energy, movement of electricity, electric, magnetic, or electric, or magnetic. Mag, just like in Capricorn, Cap, Mag, M-A, A-M, wake up in the A-M with Capricorn. At midnight, 2 digits. Or is it 11:30, still 2 digits? It's a single digit, right? Between 1 and 9. Otherwise than that, it's double digits all the way around. So it's a single digit, right? In reverse, time is 123, right? Isn't that reverse time 123? But we're still inside the house because the reality of this house is 124 equals to 25. When you add up 1 over to 20, or let's go 21, it equals to 231. So 22, 23, 24, right, is going to equal to 69, or what is 300 when you get to 24. The reverse alphabet ends on X. 24 begins on A1. But A and B come together to create what is C. So you begin on C's X, from C3 all the way to X24, bringing on the 324 vibration. I like to say maybe the pig or Leo. They're both number 32. It's communication. Anyways, I'll keep it short and easier to understand. ONE, 15, 14, and 5 adds up to 34. 3 and 4 is 7. 6. SIX, S19, I9, right? If you reverse this, it's RH, like RH negative. Okay, so you know it's to the negative side of 18 and to the positive side of 18. Somewhere, somehow, it seems like 19 is at the 0 point. 19 is a crossover. But anyways, let's go on. 19, 9, 24 inside 6, which equals to 19 and 9. Okay, equals to 28, 28-day cycle. And the X is the 24 for the 24-hour day. The total is 52, 5 and 2 and 7. Now, what is 5 and 2? Now, 1 equals to 34, 3 and 4, 7. 1 and 6 equals to 7. 5 and 2 equals to 7. That's pretty weird, eh? Because 1 and 6 reverse Q, all equal to the gateways. Now what we're going to do is go to 2. TWO, 20th letter T. In Gematria, okay, piano, it's noted as the 7th one. The W, right, is the 23rd letter. 23 and 20 is 43, plus O15, and that equals to a total of 58. The T and O, okay, is going to be an assembly because it equals to... it is the even numbers or the dark numbers. The W is the red numbers. WO, like in woman, right, is 66. Woman is 66, sorry. WO is 38, calling it the gold. It's like the golden add-on, 15 and 23. 5 times 3, 5 plus, sorry, 5 times 3, 5 plus 3. 15 and 8, 23. You see, I didn't announce the 8 that was in there because it comes in by just showing the WO, you know the H is in there. So I'm not going to say how. The thing about this is T and O are 35, 3.5 or 35 is the heart of the cube, right? So this would be 35 and 23. So we have 2 at number 4 and 8 is number 4. How is 8 number 4 with all those letters, right? 20. Sorry, before I go there, 2 is number 58. It's a 3-letter word, right? So 58 on a 3-letter word over to 81 is going to be a total of 23. That's right. There's only 3 left over. G, D, and L. Wow, GDL. Well, those are big numbers for cars, right? GL car, GDL, DL. Yeah, a lot of numbers. 7, 4. Wow, the soul is in it within the heart of the divide. That is crazy. I never looked at that. Wow. And that's Venus. That's 5 and 8. So that's Leo coming in with Scorpio. It's an encompassment of 5, 6, 7, 8, or in the spirit of 76. This should be huge this year because we are in the 250th year of 1776. I know you all know that, right? We're all in, and if you take a look at the backboard of this, right? Take a look at the back, 6, 6, 7, 8 and 7 equals to 6, right? 2 and 7 equals to 6. Now, how does it match up? I know I want to know because guess what? Do you think I know everything I do? Like when I come out here and do these lives, right? Do you think I already know? I guess I'm doing some free publicity for people, right? Well, if they're thinking of this channel, let them put this artwork in every single house they sell. No, I don't plan any of this. When I come out here and do these things, I've been finding its and bits and pieces since the beginning, since 22 years and beyond. Right? Every year for the last 62 years of my life, I've learned something new. I learned how to sit up. I learned how to hold my head straight. I learned how to pick up things. I learned how to eat my food. I learned how to shut my mouth. I learned when it was to go and when it was to stop. I've been learning all my life every single day for 62 and a half years. Like everybody else here, this is what it is. This is life. I signed up for the program. Didn't know it'd be what it is. I didn't know I had to be a professional in an amateur world. I guess that's the way we come in, right? Nathan was saying yesterday he thinks we should have stayed another 3 months in the womb, right? Well, I want to tell you something. If my cat stood 3 months in the womb, I would be scared because they're already smart the way they are. If the dog pregnancy was any longer, we wouldn't be having dogs. We'd probably be having, I don't know what, but they're smart. Right? So how long the connection by the breath, by your choice, right? How are we hooked up? And you know what? You might find this funny, but I think my hair's a mess this morning. And, there is, okay, so we're at 76% here. So where are we going to go? So anyways, just let's finish this off, okay? 9, N-I-N-E, 14, 14. I and E is also 14. Did you know that? 9 is like almost a perfect word. It's 5, 9, 5, 5. But the 9 is the invert of the 5. What it is, okay, is we connect to the heart of what is 4 in order to create that 5. And that is what we get when we are born. The energy plugs into our heart through our breath, which is described by the N and N, right? That crossover, that diagonal crossover and up. It joins the left hemisphere with the right hemisphere. The diagonal, okay, perhaps 2 ends describing both the incoming top left, bottom left, top right. What is this? If you take a look at the ATM, if you take a look at the calculator, if you take a look at the telephone, I should be showing you this right now, right? Also, Mars's duality. When you take a look, hold on, it's not coming in properly. Yeah, take a look. You can see it now, okay? You see it? Right here. Number 39. I'm only kidding. bottom left, top right. I'm going to see if I can go this way. No. So you can see here and here, top left, bottom right, count by fours. Telephone, calculator. Telephone shows you 1. It's showing you the C from this side coming into here. If you take this telephone and turn it around, it'll show you this side coming into here. So if we're coming into here 279, you come here 2911. If you come in here 819, you come here 8311. And then you run through 4, 5, and 6, the Federation of Saturn, Saturn's sons. So the same thing, if you run here, up here, you run top left, here you run by 2, here you run by 4. This is your diagonal crossover. Here it shows you the house is broken up into 4. I like to call this, you see, when I get the single dot, I'm trying to think, is it a single dot or a window? So when I see this one, I can create the window straight and crossing over this way. Hold on a second. So this one here will show me this, right? This one here is going to show me this, right? The thing is, okay, you see that one over there, right? What if I put another one here? What would happen if I did that, right? Can I just make this line a little bit further and do that and just expand it, right? And now we brought both houses to look like one. But this area space here is not like that area space there. But we still have to understand the theory and where I get all the pieces and parts. So we're going to work on piece and parts. Pieces and parts. Just want to show you that this is a door and it splits and opens right here. That this, okay, like if you can screenshot these and like put them in a book or something and move them out when I speak about them, right? That is equal to that, isn't it? The thing, just we have to look at little teeny pieces. Sometimes the Monopoly board folds this way. And sometimes, is the Monopoly name ever other than this way or this way? Because we're occupied here and here, so there's no other place than to run from this train track to this train track and split this train track here. Right, my nephew's upstairs. So now we know what's happening. We know Mars. Right, so we know that this one here splits in 4 and this one splits in 1. Oh yes, I remember what I wanted to show. I do that all the time. Okay, don't worry. Right. So when I'm showing you this, right, the 4, that's here. Right? I also want to say it could be here. Why? This is a 3 and 1 4 area space. Right? If you put a now this is something that has to be understood. I'm trying to understand it myself, so I'm looking at my own theory. But unless I put more heads, I'm just going to have a whole lot of stories. But anyways, for now, I'm just going to stick to this one. This one here is a board. This is a board. This is a board. This is a board. This is a board. Right? Does the board mean flat? The board means the board game. Here is one area in between all the other areas. There's 8 around 1, 16 around 8, 24 around 16, 32 around 24, 40 around 32, 72. Here comes the mother. And then there's 48, the son and the mother. Between 40 and 48 and 42 becomes 88 and 72. Go around this board, count these checkers all the way up. There's going to be 48. Count the inside. There's going to be 40, 88 for 88 constellations. Every corner is a 2x2 area space. Every property, okay, that you see that you land on will be a 1x2 area space. Even the trains. When you go from one corner to the next, we have 9 area spaces, but every area spaces is a 1x2 occupancy where there's a 2x2 to the corner. When you go 9x2 is 18 plus the corner is 22. Is this where the full comes in? Who is 0, 22? And what is 0? Can you concur 0 is here or the 0 point here? Is your 0 your starting point from everywhere you land because you don't count, but you push off to count 1 landing, 2 landing on 1. So 88 constellations, 9x2, 18, 9x2, 18, 9x2, 18, 9x2, 18, 36 and 36. Do you know there are 36 reverse numbers in numbers? 1221. That's the only one that fits into the alphabet. 1221. That's it. 1331 is outside the alphabet, but fits into the 31 days. What does 41 fit into? Well, I'll have to look and talk about it, but it talks about the home queen, king, and after the death before the Christ. Irrelevant. 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. That's 5. Okay, that's where it stops in the cube. And the 6 is the reverse side of the 1. So it's 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, stop. That's all there is. Then it's 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6. That's all there is. 1, 5 equals to 15. 2, 6 equals to 20. That's your 2015. That's your TO that we spoke about in the prior. And where was that? Man, I just don't like to say prior without bringing something up, you know? Oh, yes. I never want to forget this, the return of the Vega card. Right? Building of the half soul. AE is what is O. Split and joined together through love. MV is 1500. That's how we start off the game of Monopoly. After the death. Matter and energy. What is 13 is 1000. Roman numerals. What is D? 500. Roman numerals. 4 and 13, 17. A, B, C, D coming together. Builder, who? They built the dams, the waters, they controlled it. And was it an X, implosion? Right, to plow down. What does this mean? Here we can put a 5 and a 1 over here. But look at this word. We can even turn this sideways and say Zion in explosion. Right, is it XP? What does that XP mean? You see, I don't know all the words. I know this is 6, this is 7, this is 3. I know the soul is over here. You know, if I had 376 or 476, 476 is God. Now 3 runs the plank, right, between God. So 3 is C, but C is also U. So instead of G-O-D, it would be G-U-D, and that would bring in the soul in G-U-D, not in the O. It almost seems like you're losing in this one. So I played with this here to show you the dame and dam. And you wake up again back into the AM. This is 4, and this is 4. This is 1, and this is 5. If you count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So anyways, 1 through 13 brings on the spirit inside the dam where they hold the waters and they bring on the electric. But anyways, at the end of that, BJS 2, 10, and 19, right? The dam, the split house, that S letter, it splits in Leo, okay, through Scorpio. That's where it splits and comes together. I'm only saying it like this is, I have to show you that I'm only speaking with the reason of this. Let me take this off. Is 5 divided by 13, right, is 3/8. Then we're going to move on, right, to 4/6, right? We're going to move on to 4/6. Move on to 4/6. Then what we're going to do from 4/6, we're going to go over to 5/3. 5/3. Then we're going to go from 5/3, we're going to go to 6/15. 6/15. Now, if I wanted to go over to 5, if I want to go over to 5, what would this be? 5 divided by 13 will be the difference of what this is of what 13 is. See, the answer to 13 is 999,999. But because 8 is in duality, 2, 4, in the 8th house, in Scorpio, okay, the 13. You see, we have to create 13 within the heavens, not within the birth. So it starts at 5 within the energy and ends at 8. The 5 is the energy that will end up inside the 9 and is shown to us inside the dice cube. It is shown to us again inside the deck of cards, 6, 7, and 8. The 9 is separate, so is the 7. The 7 doesn't show you a heart position, the 9 does. It also follows the same formation of 4. 1, 2, 3 equals to 6, plus 4 is 10, 1 plus 0 equals to 1. So stop on 6, and that's the greatest you can get with inside that area space on that level. When I open my eyes too much, I blind myself and cannot see. So therefore, the answer to 5 divided by 13, even though I know the answer, it's 3846153, creates all 9s, right? So I just want to take this here just to create all 9s, right? Whoop. So 5 divided by, see, 3/8. So if I want it, it doesn't matter where you go. I just need this. Hold on a second. I'm just trying to figure it out. 13, okay. 076923, right? 076923. Now, even if I took out something, 076923, 07, wait, where is it? Let me see. See, there's 4 of them here. See, this is different. It's 1538. So this is equivalent to 2 divided by 13. Right? Which was the same thing. Let me take a screenshot so you can remember. Okay. And so you saw what it was, right? You remember the 153 after the decimal? Now we're going to take away another one. See the 846? Oh, that's the same thing. That's the same thing as 153. So the 153 was 2. So this is going to be 11. All right, so now we're going to go back to the 9/9. Hold on. Now we're going to go back to the 9/9 divided by 13. So now the 9/9 divided by the 13, 7, 6. Okay, I don't have the 76923. I do have the 615. Okay, I know where that one comes from. That comes from the 8. You remember? That comes from the 8, right? So now I'm going to show you. So let me see if I got this right. 153. This, yeah, okay, so the 2 divided by 13 is 153. The 99 divided by 13 Just remember the 615, 8, and 99. 615, and then look where it is, 7. Because 7 by 13 is 91, plus 8 is 99 to equal to 7 times what is 13, 91 plus this. So that's the way that basic math works. But it's pretty simple because, 13 moons, just move over 13. So if you want to start from, I don't know, start from 9 if you want, 8, I don't know, choose a number. Start me from anywhere and add 13 to it. 153, hold on a second. How you doing, not guilty? Yeah, it was something like that. I don't remember, but you can just see that the absolute math is perfect. I wasn't staying here all morning. I'm staying here just for a bit, so I know I'm going to invite right away up in case you're still here. Cynthia, how you doing? Good morning.
Hello.
Oh my God, you scared me. I forgot to tell everybody if they're ask them if they're all 18 and over. Make sure you're fully dressed.
I have clothes on. Yes.
Okay, you got clothes on the line, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And I wanted to share with you, and it has to do with your calculator, about what I found yesterday with the numerology, which you probably already covered it, but for 2026 for the Dog God game, because Dog God game equals 26. When you do your numerology for 2026, you have 2 plus 2 plus 6, which is 10. So this year is the year of 10, but it is also the year 1. It is the year of beginning. And last year, 2025, for 25 Jack, for the 52 Earth, was the year of 9, which is the year of completion. So last year we had our year of completion, and then this year we have our year of 10, which you understand the specialness of 10 because we have worked with the Saw 10 before, but with the year 1, it takes us back to a different level on your keypad. I thought I would share that with you.
Right. So you were right. I know you know a lot in the numbers and in the zodiac. I can't follow the zodiac as well as well. We're all in each our own realm, and it all seems to come together in a true reality. But how do we prove to just any layman person on the side who cares, who says it's stupid, but just doesn't understand because we as the amateurs have not found a professional way of sharing. And secondly, we are working up not against a straight brick wall, but an angled brick wall because we have been quashed for many, many, many years. Although the realm of the reality of numerology in Hebrew is like really crazy. They're like right on top of it. And they even run Rubik's Cube with it. So it's directly in the realm of a reality. So it cannot be denied.
Oh, yes. And the cube, well, all the stuff I do on my page with the cube, I show how far it goes back. It goes all the way to beginning. This is why I'm here to prove this. This is also the cube is, which is the die. It is also the eye that the fates share. So when you see the fates standing over their grand cauldron and then they have their eye that they share, it is the key. It is the key to understanding the galaxy, the eye. This is
So hold on,
also,
did you say cauldron?
oh, yes, yes, because we are in the cauldron. We are in Solomon's brass pot.
Okay, no, but there's you know why I said it? Is because when you said standing over the cauldron, right, you're not looking straight down, but you're looking on an angle. And by looking straight over, it gives you a round. But by looking on an angle, you actually only see the eye. So it puts everything in its perspective geometrically as well.
Oh, yes, yes. And in the center of the cauldron, because they stirred the pot, you will find the eye of the storm. So this is what the die is all about. But yes, I wanted to mostly come on here and just show you how we are in year one. It was game over last year, and now we have our new beginning once again for the Dog God game to continue. And then last night, of course, we had our full moon. I know that there are the different people who they have the Vedic calendar, which the Vedic, and see, this is why I follow all the calendars. But they had the Vedic calendar of the moon being in Cancer. And then with your Western astrology for your tropical calendar, they had the moon in Leo. So you have two stories going on there. But if you listen, you can see how it doesn't matter which side you're on, Vedic or tropical side of understanding the calendar. When you see the mental aspect that comes into play with those signs and how people are interpreting them, it still all comes together.
Yeah, so I have a couple of questions. One of them is astrology, Vedic, tropical. You said Western.
Well, yes, the tropical calendar is considered Western astrology. Most of your Eastern world, they will not partake of that because they're in a different part of the world. They have a different perspective. So
Okay,
they
so
might seem like they are behind, but at the same time, they are using the constellations still.
constellations. Hold on, constellation, zodiac, planet, planet, location of moon. So now there's others. According there's a page out here where the person is talking about astrology. Also, they say it's what's it called? Something circle. They call it something circle. The page. Very hard person to talk to. Do you know what it is? The something circle. Have you ever heard of it? Anyways, he's talking that they fixed astrology. All other astrologies are lies. This is what this person
Oh
says.
yeah, yeah. I've seen a person. There's lots of people who do this, but you must understand the main program is the 12. They're even
Okay,
trying to
no,
add
I
the
understand.
13th sign.
Right, but for me, what because I said a few things to him and the other person he's working with, and that's why I'm trying to figure out how many different things are there in astrology. I mean, there's Chinese,
Okay,
Western.
you also have your Chinese calendar, which you
Okay,
already
what's next?
understand that.
Anything
And
else?
we went from the year, well, technically, we are still in the grand year of snake.
Right, but I'm
Um,
looking for all the different things, not where we are right now. All the different ones because I'm looking to like
yeah,
share
you have
some.
Vedic, you have tropical, and you need to understand, even the Vedic, it goes all the way back to the 12 zodiac base. It's not 13. Now you have your modern Vedic astrologers who are in America. They are trying to add the 13 sign, which the 13 sign is a ficus if you want to say it is the 13. And there are calendars and programs they have created to show the 13 as a part of the 12 zodiac. But they have taken the deacon.
Where do you get deacon from? Why did you say it? Who took it? Why did you say it? Because I'm gonna like the reason I'm saying this is because anybody can do what they want, but they
Oh yeah,
can't take.
yeah, and see, this is what has happened, and this is why I am here to teach. But you must understand the old ways are going to be uh, the basis. The basis has always been 12.
Okay,
Now
so
for Vedic astrology, it's 12.
okay, but this person says that there's a whole lot of people that are doing all these astrologies. They're talking like there's thousands of them. Are there more than just these three? Are there?
Oh no, no, you have your Western astrology, you have your Chinese. Now Chinese astrology is based on 5 elements
Oh yeah,
instead of
that's the one I missed.
4.
Five. Hold on, five
Yeah,
elements.
they're
Yes.
based on the 5 elements instead of 4. And see, I love all the calendars. I use all of them to get a grand image in my
Right. So
mind of what's going on. I'm not biased towards any because I use all. So this is one thing I tell people every time I come on my page. But yes, and then you can do your East meets West
There's
to find
actions
your
that are going
primal
on.
zodiac character if you want to know more about your character.
Well, there's because the way they're talking is when they fixed astrology, when they talk like that. And I said to them, I said, oh, you use numerology for arrangement. But before, like I come out sometimes and I don't know if I interrupt or say certain words on purpose. I don't complete certain sentences on purpose because if I feed a conversation or if I show an angle to something, somebody will jump onto it and just fulfill what they think I need to hear. But what I came on there to say is that everything is in a position. You got a pair of jeans, you got a pair of slacks, one you hang, one you fold, the underwear goes here, the socks go here. So I'm trying to understand where everything is in the zodiac and who's studying what. So I can understand that formation of all the algorithms that are out there. Because whatever it is, I got 999,999 numbers to work with. But guess what? With 88, okay, I only need 10,000, right? 88s, right? But it's not 88s. It could be 44s. It could be 22s. It could be 211s. But then I know if it's an 11, it's on a pole. It's a singularity. If it's a 22, it's on a duality. So I know where to put everything and recalibrate the zodiac myself. Even if I know nothing about the zodiac, I just need to know all the stuff in the toolbox. You follow what I'm saying? Oh, did you disappear on me? What happened there? Where did you go? What just happened there? Right? Because I don't look at the screen. If I look at the screen and see things happening, how you doing? What happened, Cynthia? Okay, so could be the kids. What am I looking for? I just want to know I just want to listen to everything that exists out there to see what everybody's doing. Because you already know that there's only everything, 1 through 99 is the change in your pocket, right? And when you got the change in your pocket and you got 99 cents, I'm going to guarantee you one thing. You got 99 cents in your pocket, you probably have a nickel and 4 pennies, right? I guarantee you, you got a nickel and 4 pennies. So this is what I work on. I work on absolute what connects, right? That's what I want to see. I want to know exactly what others are talking about, whether the possibility to be a reality, the reality of its possibility is the talking itself. Then the arrangement to understand. You see, for me, I'm not looking at the zodiac and I'm not looking at anything. I want to understand the numbers themselves. But I learned over the years that in order to learn the numbers themselves, even though I'll understand the basis of 1 times 3 is 3, right? Or I'll understand the basis that 7 by 3 is 21, 2 and 1 is 3. All the mathematics, okay, I don't have it all down. I don't have all the algorithms. What is 96? Well, it's 4 24s. What is 4? Reverse alphabet 23. So the reverse alphabet 23 is when you're encompassing on one side of an area space, you're going to add up only to 23. If you want to encompass the total area space, you'll add up to 24. That'll equal to 300. XY equals to 51. You got 351. You take off AB, you got 348. You take off YZ, you got 300. This is the game of bowling that comes in. $0.99 is all you can have. Cents are cents and dollars are dollars. So even though there's 100% of something inside the dollar, you have no algorithm or movement until you go from 1 to 99 is the totality, right? In order to include 0, you go 1 to 99, right? And then you go what is 1 to 98 and then 2 to 99. And then we'll go in and find the heart center. Yeah, what is the setup in that? What's the 10-pin setup? You know, I think I did it 100 times, and I just keep just over and over. I just repeat everything. I just keep repeating everything because I repeat, I find something, somebody else finds something, because this is only a thing of all of us together, right? The system will fall when the waters inside us change. And the waters inside us change without you doing not a lot, hell of a lot, but always struggling to find the happy medium, making everything change. You know, there were four, and three of them chose, but the last one had no choice. So the last one was in meditation until the end because it made no difference, didn't make much of it. Um, we all know the 3, 8, 13, 18. No matter what you do, 3, 13, 8, 18, no matter what you do, the bar mitzvah, right? The 1 between 2 equals to 3, doesn't matter. The 18, the 12 edges and the 6 centers, the 18, doesn't matter what you do. You want 19? You got that one over here. What am I looking for? Oh, yes, okay. Usually I should put it on paper and not just draw up here, but I'm going to draw up here. So you got the, let me see it. Well, did I get that? Okay, I'm drawing. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoop, 10. So you have 6 and 10. We have, that's ugly, eh? That's ugly. Let me do that again. That's ugly. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what was the 0 you began with? It was the ball, maybe. So you're going to go 2 fires and a fire. You're going to go earth, earth, right? You're going to go water, water over here. Look what we have to do to get the air, okay, over to the air. The same, is it, can I say it's the same anomaly? Is it the same anomaly on here? I mean, 3 has to cross over the other way. So you have a movement of 2 right over here, right? So we've got a diagonal angle starting off where the 3 is. Let me see if I set this thing up right. Remember, we're working with what the world is working with, right? What they gave us in a script, what our algorithms are with. So this is basically what I work on. Okay, so I just work on the basics of the algorithms. Yes, so the 5, imagine this is a pole, right? This hand has a value of 4 on the pole 1. This hand is a value of pole on the 4, 1. See that hook, the jack hook? If it was 1 jack, I'd make 1 hook for the J, but I make 3 J's, or I put 1 J on the back of another J. See, I can't even put this one down. I'll keep it straight. But that's not what I wanted to say. So where was I? Anyways, okay, whatever. Okay. A, C begins it. A, B, C begins it. Now what happens? Right? What happens? Look at that 4 over here. Look at the 3. 3, 3, 4. 7 times 7 times 7. 343. So when we connect the 1, 2, 3, 5, we have 11. You know, EF equals to 11, 5, 6, like Windows 10, Windows 11, right? Windows 10, A, B, C, D, 4 sides to a cube, 2 poles. So we have this. Now we have the 6, 9, 15, 25, and we have the 12, 19. We have 19 and 25. Wow. 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 3 by 19 and 3 by 25 is 57, 20, 57. Whoa, let me take that off. Too excited. No, I'm going to stay on here just for a second. I want to study it a little bit more. So you can see that the 1-3 bar mitzvah, right, goes off to the 1-2 bats mitzvah. You can see the 1-2-4-7, right? You can see the 1-3-6-10. Isn't that cool? 1 plus 3 plus 6 equals to 10. 1 plus 2 plus 4 equals to 7. 1 and 5 equals to 6, right? 2 and 3 equals to 5. But 6 and 4 equals to 10 here. 3 and 7 equals to 10 here. 9 and 1 equals to 10 here. 8 and 2 equals to 10 here. 7, 2, and 1 equals to 10 here. So I'm just trying to understand how this bowling thing works. You have 16, 19, 20, 14, 16, 12, and 7. So you have 7 and 12. 3 times 4, 3 plus 4. 48, 4 by 8, 4 plus 8, 32 and 12, 44 will create the trinity, 4 by 4, 4 plus 4. This is where Abraham comes in. So it looks like we have the 2/3 and the 1/3 of the 12 signs to start with. Of the 12 signs to start with. Of the 13 moons, perhaps. Is this complete? Or should I be putting another 10 here? And a 9, and an 8, and a 7, and then a 4, and then a 6, a 4, a 5. Hold on a second. Oh, I missed it all up. The 6, the 5, and the 4, right? And then the 3. Whoop! I can't even get down there. The 3, 2, and 1. The 6, 5, 4 is the Federation. We're running 10, 10, 20, but the 7 and 7 are not 20. So maybe it's 10, 7, 17, 9, 8, 17, 9, 8, 17, 10, 7, 17, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. And then you connect the 4, 6, 10, the 5, 5, 10, and the 6, 4, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. And then the 2, 2, 4, and the 3, 3, 6, right? We can do that. We can do that, right? Or we can go in the points. 1, 10, 11, plus 7 is 18. Or 9, 8, and 1 is 18. I'm just trying to see everything that we can do in this, but I'm just keeping this to the basic. You already know what we can do, right? You already know what you can do. It's not like I'm skipping through this, like I haven't shown you what the numbers can do with themselves, right? Oh, I thought there was 2 people to bring up. I'm going to bring you both up, back up there. I thought you were coming up, Forbidden. I don't know what happened. I lost you. So
He's down there.
He's down there. Oh, okay. No, his
Yeah,
name
he's
was
in here.
okay. So
How
how you
beautiful.
doing? You both went down. What happened?
I wasn't up. I just came in the room just before when you first started talking to her about what you wanted to do.
Who's a her?
She's up here now.
Oh, it's me. Yeah, and you
Oh, hold
froze
on.
up
You
on
want me to
my end.
differentiate what people look like by giving them a sex, even though I can sort of see myself?
Well, I can't pronounce her name, but I love her and I know her soul. I see
You
her
can
like
you can call me Cindy if you want, or Cynthia, but it's Cynic Xena. That's how
okay.
you say it.
How is everybody today?
I see you like a beautiful, radiant color. It's like a magenta. I don't know how to explain
Oh,
it.
thank you. I
I just
love it.
love
I
you
love
so
your
much.
eyes.
Okay, we're 4 in the group now. We have to sort of take like an A, B, C, D. I'm going to be the D. I'll be silent, right? So start up. So if anybody has anything to say, like we just brought up Forbidden, how you doing?
Forbidden.
Oh, he muted
Ma'am,
his mic.
sorry, my apologies.
No worries.
How is everybody today?
Girls, he's talking to you.
Oh, I am great. I just woke up.
Okay, and now we have 8 other people. Let's see what they all say.
I'm great too.
They said 4 times 8. I'm feeling
Oh,
fine.
sorry, I'm arguing with my puppies. The puppies.
You're
Go
arguing
potty.
with your puppy?
Yeah, they don't want to go potty. Please, now go potty. I know it's snowy. I know it's wet. I know you got short hair. It sucks. I know. But I'm standing out here with you in a t-shirt. I'm cold too. I know, baby. It's terrible.
It's not so bad. Hot, hot, cold, cold. You got to
Thank
prepare
you.
and just put your mind into. When I walk around with the dogs, cold or hot, I like sort of disappear just to eliminate thinking about anything.
Well, they're a little bit spoiled. Well, maybe a lot of it.
Or you overcook them, or you left them out on the counter too long.
Yeah, kind of a little bit of both actually on that one.
Because apparently hot dogs are $3.85 for a dog. I know some friends went out with some dogs the other day. That's the
It
first
depends on if
thing.
you
The
go to a
other thing,
ballpark. If you go to a ballpark, they might double.
I love y'all. I've
my
been
the
missing all
ballpark.
this.
Spoiled brats.
It's terrible.
It's nice though. I love them. The puppers.
Oh,
Come on.
I don't like the weather.
No, I don't like the weather either. She don't either. Good
Yeah, so
girl.
before I was kicked off the last time though, did you get what I was saying about the zodiac? Like there's just the Chinese, the Vedic, and the tropical. Those three are the main ones. And then you can do your east meets west if you want to
But,
find your primal zodiac.
but what about
Yes.
all the associations? And there's associations, there's zodiac, there's all
Yeah,
kinds of
there's branches
Well,
like
well, with
right
the Vedic
branches. Good.
chart, you could use the square system with the Vedic chart, or you could use the circle. You would probably because you work with your keypad so much, you would probably enjoy the Vedic system and how they have organized it with the square.
Right. So yeah, what
this
I'll
is
do is I'll
this is
work
the
all.
Vedic system. This is what the Vedic system looks like.
Yeah.
Okay, so they
Yeah, and
have.
see, he would like that association. It's kind of difficult for me to read it like this, but I have watched, the masters teach you how to do it, and I've watched several who teach you how to do it, and it is understandable, and I will say it is accurate. All the calendars are accurate.
Well, like the NE is Neptune, the ME is Mercury, then you got the SU Sun, then you got Ra and Ketu, and then you got the Jupiter, Venus at the top. That's pretty much where all the planets are, kind of like, you know what I mean? And then of course, you have the key down there at the bottom. And it's bringing my sun and moon and everything right to the center with Pluto, Neptune, Mercury, and the moon. Everything sits in the center with the 7, 4, 10, 1. That's the Vedic chart. They
But who put
just
the?
they basically take the universe and place it like flat.
Yeah,
And then
that's
Yeah.
fine because we see
scale up.
everything flat. We can bring it like
Right.
this is all the skeleton. As long as we have the skeleton and other skeletons that go along with it, they all overlay each other.
Mhm.
Even sports, you're not. I mean, to complete this, I brought in many years ago. I noticed that the original hockey team, right, were Boston and Detroit and New York and Chicago and Ottawa and Montreal and Toronto. So I drew the map to connect this, and then I drew it up against the stars, the moon, and everything else, and it matched up and creates a pyramid. So if
Yeah.
you
Oh
want to
yeah.
check that
I
out,
mean, oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's like this is the thing about like even with the pyramid. Like if you come, this is my specific birth chart. It still comes to a pyramid.
Yes. Yes, and see, this is one thing I was trying to point out with people. When you look at something flat, you must account for the part that it isn't flat. It's actually a sphere, but you can also see that your cube sits inside of the sphere.
Yes,
okay. So
that's where
in
like
order, sorry,
this right here gives you your trines. This gives you your grand crosses. This gives you all kind. I mean, there's all kinds of things in here that like these charts give you because
right,
those
but
things
this
Yeah,
is
now
this
is
is
this
this.
your Vedic chart or is this your tropical?
This is my tropical.
Okay,
The
but
other
Yeah,
one
all
was my
these
Vedic.
things are
he's got
further
it right.
on.
He's using both.
Okay, I'm looking to right. I'm looking to in order for everybody to understand, before we even get to putting any marks on anything, we have to see all the possibilities before we start connecting. Like, I want to know all the tools. Are the tools the constellations? Are there constellations
Yes.
used in it?
Yes.
They
Yeah,
do
so you
include
have your
constellations.
12. Oh, sorry.
There's also another type of system. There's another man that invented something in the early, I think it was the early 50s, early 40s. I'm thinking, I can't remember. I have to look it up again, but I just have it for my particular self so I can just show you what they look like. But it puts cosmic cards with certain things as well.
Okay, so my question is like this. What are all the parts? What are all the pieces and parts they use in order to look at to look at the, what do you call it, the zodiac or astrology?
Okay,
Well,
so
you
I
have
can.
your shapes. You
Hold
have
on a
your
second.
shapes.
Hold on. Yep, go ahead, Forbidden, because he's up there.
You
Okay.
have this. You have the shapes. You have
What
like the
shape? What are
color.
you talking about shape? You talking, because you're not only talking to me, we're talking to whoever else
Okay,
will listen to this
okay.
in the
When I
future.
say shapes, you see how there's triangles all over the place in this chart.
Okay.
Those are showing trines. There's trines. There's the squares. There's churons. There's crosses. I mean, you can literally see like the
Okay, so we can
Septiles.
actually put a star inside of this and just say a 4 point
yes,
star, a 5 point. Okay, fine. But I want to know, we use the constellations to measure the zodiac?
yes. There is also stars involved. Um,
Okay,
but
but
you have
yes,
to
so stars is one of
there's
the pieces.
stars, meteors. There's actually stars, meteors, asteroids that actually come into play with some of this stuff. Uh, it's 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 the conjunctions of planets, the stelliums. There's uh,
Full
I mean,
moon.
I'm not Miss. I know Miss Cynthia can tell you a lot more about stelliums and things of that nature when it comes to them. Like your Chirons or your Chirons, excuse me, your Chirons, orbs, uh,
So what is the
your
name of the conjunction of all of them? Because I'm just looking for the conjunctions. Like, let's say you say moon. So I'm going to look at all the moons. You're going to say constellations will be 88 constellations. You'll say planets. I'll go the planets, including the dwarfs. You say shapes. So I'm going to use a straight shape, a
if we
triangle,
go
a rectangle. I'm going to use
if
angles. I'm going to put
when
in
we
here meteor, but it comes into a group. We also have, we have when the moon and sun, when it gets covered over, what do you call that?
that's an eclipse. You got an
Okay,
eclipse.
eclipse.
You got lunar eclipses and solar eclipses. So like the sun gets covered by the moon during the solar eclipse, and then you have the lunar eclipse or a penumbral lunar eclipse, like where the Earth actually puts the shadow onto the Earth, or Earth puts its shadow onto the moon and blocks out the moon.
So is this
So
how they're basing all the zodiac off of all these things?
these are just astronomical alignments that come into the zodiac that bring certain functions, as in like if we were to look at this, these are branches. These are types of branches that they look into that'll form into the branches that they use to like talk about like
It's a
your
story. It's a
yeah
type of
story yeah.
It's a
storytelling.
time story. It's a time story because we're
Yes, and
measuring
each
time.
each house is a mansion.
And it
So when the
shows
planets enter into a mansion, and you must understand each house is governed or reigned by a certain planet. Not all the planets are in their house, but one thing about the Vedic calendar last night with the full moon, they said it was in Cancer, which you must understand. If the full moon is in her house that she reigns in, which is Cancer, that's very powerful. But for the tropical calendar, the moon was in Leo, which is the house of the sun. And this was in opposition to the stellium that is lined up in Aquarius. So, this is when you have your opposition, you must understand your opposition too, because it's just the bar.
it also works upon where you're situated in the world, because
Yes,
these charts work on location. Lo-
exactly. Yes.
they're very location specific and time specific. You have to know
Yeah, and it's
places.
good to use all of them so you have a good bird's eye view because you're the reader. You're like the
Mhm.
God who is reading all the time slots at the same time. Have you ever seen that wall that has all the clocks on it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's how astrology is. Astrology is the same way. You have all the clocks on the wall and you're reading them. It doesn't matter which country they're in, what system they follow, you're going to just read all the writing on the wall.
Or the
Oh my
house.
God.
Story.
That's
look
why I collected all those cuckoo clocks and had them on that wall. Tell me
Or
about this.
Yes.
I
it's
didn't
the
know
house.
Yes.
Or
You want to see mine?
there's also
Yes. Oh my
there's
God. Oh
there's
my
also
God.
there's also a good movie called The House with Clockwork Wall Walls. It's
Oh
like
my God, y'all. This
the
is just
house
wild.
the
I
house
also
is
did
Here's
it
the
with
top. It goes,
hubcaps. I did it with hubcaps in this one condo that I lived in. I gathered them alongside the roads. I don't know. That was like a crazy time in my life. That's so freaking cool, though.
oh, yeah. Yeah, and see, technically, because we're the gods, we read all the time. You see what I'm
Oh
saying?
my God.
You don't pick just one, you pick all of them.
and that's why we come to the understanding that time is spatial and not linear.
Oh my
Yes.
God. I love
Yes,
this.
and the different systems show the different mindset.
Hold
Oh,
on a second. Time
yes.
is spatial, not linear. Can you
Yes.
expand on that, please?
Yes. Time is spatial. It's not like it's linear as in like we just see it as a straight timeline. Is time in physics is energy. We have equations for that. And when we bring that into the whole, we know that time is spatial. It's more Time is more like a gyroscope.
Yeah.
In
Yeah, we
AI,
measure
it
in
says
waves. We
time and
measure in
energy are
waves.
fundamentally linked with many physicists and theorists, right? Proposing that time emerges from the flow. For me, it's all BS. Okay. Time is a word. It's got 4 letters. I mean, if we're going to really get down to it, we know that if we put something in the oven, it takes between this and this, and we use the word time, just like you use the word inches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We use it for many, many, many understandings, right? So
Well,
it's a tool.
time is made up of two words. It's ti and me, and what that actually means is why not, or why me.
Well, according to the French, you can say it me, which means give me one.
Right. So when we look at those situations and we look how those words break down and how it means many different things, we can come into that contemplation of it can seem theoretical because everything we're going to do is theoretical. I mean, people look at us and say our numerology is pseudoscience and call it bullshit, but we know better, right?
Oh, yeah.
Science and theories are science and theories. There
Hidden
is
in
no
the word
nothing.
time is the word meat.
But a lot
Because
of
you
people don't.
are the meat suit. Your meat suit ages and stages. Just like your awakening is in stages. It's all time activated with the planets.
Well, you can say if you say we're a meat suit, then you are me at. So where is me at?
Well, I was just showing you the meat for
No,
the
I'm throwing that into
E
play
and the
just
I, how they
because
both do the E.
I'm just throwing how into play, like it throws that into play with the time or a specific
Oh, yes,
location,
yes, for a position.
yeah, like me.
Position,
Where is
yes.
me at? My meet. Who am I meeting? You? Am I meeting myself? Am
Oh,
I
yeah.
meet? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and see
Me
on
or me
one
yacht,
thing I will
my yacht.
say, me at would be your age, but at the same time you must understand your age is not the same on every planet. It is
But
different.
now
So
to
I
take
am now 36, but on another planet I might be 200.
but
I might be 100.
now to take this as well and look at the word me. If we go back to the ancient Sumerians where the word me actually originated as an am I me, and it's pronounced me, it meant a divinity, it meant divine, it meant that
Yes.
something was of higher power or celestial coordinates. So if you were to refer yourself to as me, you're referring to yourself as divine. I am a
Yes,
divine
because it's
being.
also I am is I'm, and that will link you with your 13 right there.
Well, that's something that a lot of people don't realize, though, is I am is actually, if it's written in traditional text, it's it's Aya, Astra Aya or something like that, but it adds. But when you put it in simple gematria, it comes up to 51, 51, 51. Or Asher, it's Asher. It's Aya, Asher, Aya. And when you say it in this tongue, is what gives it the resonance because that's the original tongue it was said in. As it's pronounced, it comes up in simple gematria, as I was saying, it comes up to 51, 51, 51, or it could be the 666 if you wanted to. So what?
Yeah, that's
You
what
know
I
what I
was
mean?
going to say.
So I
It's
can
all for
hear what you're
area.
saying,
It's
but I
all for
don't see
Area
how do you.
51.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
What is 51? What is this? See, that's where this page is a little different
51
from
is the
everybody
royal star of
else's.
51 in astrology. If we take it back to astrology, 51 is the royal star of the waterman, which is also known as the sacrificed warrior, which is also known as it's a very highly relevant
Tell me about
star.
number 51.
It brings in the Aquarius. It's the mm, it is the Aquarius star system. It brings in a lot of the this is where the royal stars come into play. Now if we look at our ancients and we keep saying 88 constellations. So if I take 51,
51
right,
real star.
and I add it to the 37 that is Taurus, I get 88. If I take the 23 that is
Well, hold on a
Regulus,
second. Hold on. Stop. Hold on. You took 37 and you added
the
it to
50,
51. You got 88.
right now, hold
What
on one
is the
second.
37?
The 37 is Taurus, the
Okay,
royal
why
star of
is
the
it
ox,
Taurus?
because that's the okay. Let me just break
Because
it
it's
down.
not for me. When you talk, when you
I know.
talk
I'm
to
going to break
me,
it down so I can give it to everybody as you're teaching me to do. So that way, when I can do this, okay, the royal stars start off like this. 23 is Regulus. Regulus is the royal star of the lion. Then you go to 37, which is the royal star. There's 14 numbers actually in between. So remember, this is from ancient Persia, which is also speaking Hebrew. So 14 would be Zahav, gold. So you're going to go from 23, 14 gold to 37. When you go to 37, that is the royal star of the ox. So then you jump from 37 to 51, adding 14 again. That's Zahav. That's gold. So then when you go from 51, you then go to 65. Adding 14 again is Zahav. So you have 14, 14, 14, or 5, 5, 5, 15, which is the reverse of 51, which comes back to these other numbers. So now we're going to start at 23. 23 is the royal star of the heart of the lion, which is the northern star. Then you have 51, which is the royal star of the waterman, which is the southern star. Then you're going to have
hey, hold on a second. Stop. So yes, we can make a lot of connections. Yes, and look at the internet and find a whole lot of things to learn, right?
yes,
But
yes, absolutely. Everything I'm telling you
but
can 100% be found on the internet.
right. No, no, I know that. I know that. I'm just saying to other people out there, and because you're talking and you're just saying word after word after word, and
Oh, my bad.
I'm trying to
I
catch
learned
the
from
numbers
you.
myself because if we're going to repeat and talk about it, like
Right,
if
we
I
got to
would
learn.
set up AI to listen to us, it would be much easier to set it out. So since I did not, I'm doing it
If you do that
myself.
with AI, the AI from everything that I've given AI through what I'm just telling you, if I show you what AI shows me on every single AI I've been on, it's not going to be what people are going to want to hear.
It doesn't matter what people want to hear. I don't care what people want to hear. I'm talking about words themselves. Not the
Right,
stories
I hear you.
themselves will
I
come out of
understand.
the numbers. You know what I'm
My
saying?
fault. Yes,
People,
sir. I do.
they come here to listen to the channel. I'm just reading the numbers like we saw up here. You see meet,
Hmm.
team, triple X. What is the triple X? I'm going to
Yeah.
explain it. XXX is 10, 10, 10. You multiply it, you get 1,000. The letter M is 1,000. The letter T can be found. Like, this is what I like to do. I like to be able to make the artwork so others can see. And here I have not drawn the artwork. When I look at T in Gematria, which runs by sevens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The T is at the
What?
center. It brings 616 to connect. So when I
You
look
see,
at me, what's that?
the royal stars that I was giving you, either if you add it, like this is one thing I really just was trying to give you real fast. That way I don't have to move you I don't move you off of that track. When I was telling you about the royal stars, then you come to that you come where was that? I was at Taurus. So then we're going to come to the 51 or it would be 37, then 51 or I was at 51, which is the southern star. Then I'm going to go to Scorpio, which would be the royal star of 60 of Scorpio, which is 65, which is in the west. And then you have the royal star of the ox. No, of which one did I not cover? Which one I got? Taurus. No, Taurus. It wasn't Taurus. It would be the ox. Yeah, it would be the ox. I went. Yeah. So the ox would be 37 in the eastern sky. Now, these are what is known as the guardians of the sky or the guardians of Earth. They are the fixed coordinate stars that stay exactly in their positions in the north sky, south sky, west sky, and east sky. This is everything that our ancestors used to navigate off of.
I have a question. Where did you get all the numbers of the 65 and the 51? Where the 14 that you separated
Because
by?
23 is associated with Regulus because 23 in every ancient culture is one of the most revered numbers of all things. It holds the highest honor to carry. It
Okay.
is. It
Okay,
is.
okay, that's fine. So that's fine, but still, you still just took 23 or 14 out to 65. And
They use 14 because gold is 14. Gold is
where is it
associated with
14?
divinity. 14 is in between each number.
Okay, but in between which number and which number? 51 and?
All of them. You take 23 plus 14, you're going to get 37. You take 14 plus 37, you're going to get 51.
Right, but I want to know where the
14
14 comes from. I don't
It
understand.
comes from Zahav. It's Hebrew for gold.
Okay, so now we're into a third language. Okay. Okay, so are we running everything off the third language 14? Like I'm trying to patternize what you're doing because
Right,
whatever
got
you
you.
do, the whole planet should be able to do what we do. Follow the numbers. That's what I'm doing. So I can
No,
tell you right
got
now.
you. You're teaching them how to follow it. I know what you're teaching them the breadcrumb trail to follow what they need to find, as in Hansel and Gretel. I get what I understand. I finally comprehend.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm just
Thank
trying
you.
to find what already exists. You see this cube here, right, is going to be 14 around. Every 14 is going to be reverse of sevens. I know already know this, but what
But
we think we might
I'm about to
know.
really I'm really going to show you where that 7 where the 14 really comes from. If you give me just 2 more seconds.
Okay, I'm just showing you where this reality, where we're the children of the creation. We are orphans. We can't all go into corners and find what others know because it's too hard. I want to find them in original games. History
Right.
came forward. It placed every single number in a place we can find it today.
That's why when you were showing bowling, I was telling you I was saying in the chat at the original start of a baseball game, there's only 11 players on the field, including the umpire. You know what I mean? You have one batter, one pitcher, and you have 8 in the outfield. Then you have the umpire. You know what I'm saying? So when you add that, that's 11. That's literally let's play bowling. Let's ball bowling. It's the same thing. It's the 11 players just at the very beginning.
Okay,
As soon as
so
they
11
say-
What
players.
about the extra hitter?
Well, the
Hold
extra
on.
hitter doesn't stay. He's not on the field as a player.
Okay, right,
Gotcha.
right.
Yeah,
So
and
there's
they play
10
on the
players.
sandlot.
There's 10 players on the field.
There's 8. There's 10 players on the field, including the batter from the opposing team and the
Right.
umpire.
So it's 9 and 1 then.
Yes, 9 and 1. Yes, sir.
So then it's 8 and 1 as well. Do you want me to
Yes,
tell
sir.
you where?
Yeah, you sure can. Because you may not count the pitcher.
No, I'm just counting the one person looking the opposite. 2 people are looking the opposite way from each. See, the batter is looking at the pitcher, and there are 8 people in the field looking at the batter. The catcher and the batter are looking at the 8 people. So it is one from the other team with 8, and then it's one from the team within 1 and 8. So
Now
it's 1 and 1 from one team and 1 and 8 from the other looking at each other. So that would be, for me, the equation.
And then when the 11 comes into play, keep in mind the 11th person on that field is the referee. He's making sure everything played fair.
And don't forget the person in the stands that is the observer witnessing, making it all happen.
Well, they're not making it happen. They make the game happen. If it wasn't for the game, the observers
That's what I'm
wouldn't even be there.
saying.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the game, the observers wouldn't even be there. They don't care that the observers. When we were children, we played the game. We didn't care if observers were there.
That's right.
It's not up to them to be there. It's up to us to play the game. If they want to observe and not play the game, that's on them. that just shows that they're not going to want to have any fun and, well, be humbug, orry drum people. That's cool.
And what if I told you you're the one playing the game and you're playing offense and defense at the same time and you're also in the stands watching?
Yes.
What if
Because
I
that's
just
how
said,
it is. You're
What if I-
Most
literally the
definitely.
observer
What if I
and you're
just-
playing the game and you're pitching to yourself all at the same time.
You literally just
Now you're
described
writing
the
the
umpire.
code for the
The
new
umpire.
game.
He's
Yes,
in the
it's
game.
you.
Yes.
So we
Yeah.
brought one more into the game here. Chris is in the
Yes.
game. So, Chris, how can we travel the Zodiac?
Well, I might have found a piece of spaceship aircraft, like some.
But it's
crazy
not. Is it in the numbers stuff? I want to stick to the numbers, Chris. I don't want to. I
Yeah,
want
the
to
numbers
stick.
are the metal composition, crazy metals.
Yeah, I know, but that's the. Listen, I want to stick with the Zodiac and stuff, and
Yeah.
so
No, because I got a reading the other day, first time from the guy that does the book from James Bond book, and he knows all the movie
right,
stuff.
but hold on a second. Stick to geology. You're into what? What do you do?
I have we started Archaeology and Historical Alliance of the People, non-for-profit trust organization, and then we merged with my partner's federal litigation for protecting sacred sites around the world, a non-for-profit.
Right. So the sacred sites you protect. What do you find there?
Like more treasures than you can ever imagine.
Okay. Besides calling it a treasure, because treasure is. Listen, I have treasure under my bed. But what's something that we can see that we can
The
look
ley
at?
lines, the special mountains, the crystal,
your
the
head.
wow,
The
wow,
crystals,
wow,
right?
connectivity. Yeah, there's some connectivity. There's a ley line in New Jersey that's a east and west, but it's off centered. It's like, why did they do that? It should be east and west, but no, it's off because the planet is out of whack since they made it.
Well, our measuring techniques are how can I say it? They're not giving us our technicals properly. So when you say
And then
this,
the one in Long Island, listen to this, the one in Long Island is Route 112, and that is north and south, and that is where it goes up by the Tesla Science Center and all that. Wow, woo!
times 3 is 336, so you're going to be connected to an end partition. The reason for this 112 by 3 is 336, which is equal to 6 by 6 by 6, 216 minutes, which is going to be what is 336 in days, the end of the 12th moon. So whatever you're finding there is going to be, let me just see something.
Well, on December 15th, 3 pillars of light came down, and they haven't been back since. And it blew my mind in the form of a triangle in the sky where these mounds are. Oh my gosh!
Yes, so that would be a pyramid that something deep below the grounds must have been there from many, many, many years ago. Because everything on this planet,
It is.
even
It's where George Washington was in 1790 and Jefferson in 1791.
so 1790, 179 to 189. The reason I move it is we can move things by 10, 100, and 1,000 in order to find the algorithm that's after the decimal point.
See, they named the road Route 112 because that's George Washington's birthday Julian calendar of 211. He traveled.
So, right, so 211 also is going to represent Mars. Also is going to represent, when you say Washington, it's going to represent something to do with 4 pillars. The reason for that is
We found the 4 pillars in Brooklyn, and in front of the Brooklyn Museum, where the eye is the phoenix. This huge eyeball with the Atlantean fountain in the middle. There's 4 pillars there.
Yeah, so the reason I'm just trying to remember where this was connected to.
Sorry, I threw that in there.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you confirmed it, but I'm just
the 4
trying.
pillars. It was going from to the part to where you went to the 4 pillars, and
Okay, so either you're going to find 3 pillars, and then you're going to have one of the pillars that's going to be at the heart of 3 pillars. This is one of the poles. Or you're going to have 4 pillars with 1 pole. You might have other poles, but this pyramid may have tilted over. I don't know if I have a picture of this because I designed one of them. But yes, there's energy places all over. Now, I don't know where the picture is.
Thank you for answering my question. I don't want to take the floor. And how are you doing, brothers? Everybody else on the panel there. Nice to see you, Forbidden. I haven't seen you in a while, brother. Hope you're doing better.
You too, Chris. Thanks for coming up.
I love you all.
Love you too.
Take care, Chris. So I was looking at the pillars and trying to understand this. Why is what where, right? We have if 2 places move off of 1 pole, the next place will automatically move on its own just because of these 2. This is the scent. You see the scent, the sentient? Or maybe it's the SCENT for the smell. The ice in the house. Anyways, I got onto this subject off of my regular 51, 53, 88. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to go back to that again. I have to try to understand that the 14 is the cube. The 14 is also, I don't remember, it's a 28 day, 19 and 9 28-day cycle. I'm just, for some reason, after that,
I just gave it all to you in the comments, because when you do the 51 and 37, you get 88. When you do the 23 and 65, you get 88. That's 88 and 88. Okay, so you have 16 and 16. That's 7 and 7. That's 7 plus 7 is 14.
Right. I'm just trying to find the configuration of where it exists today. See, I know where the 35 exists. I know where the 14 exists. It's after the
The
death.
88 miles an hour in the movie of Back to the Future when they have to get the
Correct.
lightning.
You have to move at 88 miles per hour, forwards or backwards.
That's very funny. Right.
That's the
1985
Royal
is the
Skull.
movie.
That brings in the 77. 8 and 8 is 16. 8 and 8 is 16. That brings in the 77.
And 1.21
The
gigawatts
32 and
equals
77.
33.
Now, if you do Leo in Gematria, it's going to come up to 32. That's 16 and 16.
So that would be part of memory. What would Leo said?
Which is
Leo?
yes, which is
Okay,
also
because 16 by 16 is 256. Okay, it's
Right.
going to be part of memory. It's going to be with Leo and also Scorpio. What was that you said,
16 equals
Chris?
7 also.
Which
1
was
plus
that?
6 is 7.
What Chris? 1 plus 6 is 7. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It
That's
wasn't
why
the 7 curses of Oak Island with the
it's down
13
here.
on the back
Yeah,
of the dollar bill, right?
the Oak
7
Island,
items, 13 each.
all this plays into a lot of things in history, but I can't get too much into that right now because he's focusing on something else.
Well, because everything is history. Everything, I mean, it doesn't matter what I put up, right? It's all, I'm trying to I want to know this. I want to know that 1 and 2 came together to create 3. I want to know that if I take 8 and 7 equals to 15, 1 and 5 equals to that 6. And
That's where you find that, and that's where you find that. You strictly find that what you're looking for right there in sacred geometry through the Vesca Pisces.
Yes, and that's finding the kingdom within also, right there. That's it. You walk into the kingdom within inside you.
Well, there's more to that Vesca Pisces than a lot of people know that I'm not going to get too far into with that.
It's amazing. His numbers are 713, 713, 713, 13, 13, 7, right? Because the back of the dollar bill, the 7 items are there, 13 of each.
Right. That's why Mr. Tagpan brought me into something yesterday when he wrote something in the chat on my live. When he was writing I think it was 764 or 765.
yeah, you were doing 740. You were doing 747 at the time.
Right, and you were writing those numbers, but see what that brought me to was that showed me where the the 3-eye atlas got its numbers from for the 13 8 13. Because 7 and 6 is 13. And then you reverse the numbers. So it's 376, I think, or 37. It was something that, and it came up to. I have to go back and look. I wrote it down.
Well, 6 and 7 is also the age that George Washington sold. He passed on December 14th of age 67.
It was 7-6. It was 7.
And there's 67 patriots in the Greenwood Cemetery buried there.
I don't.
The history.
Right. Those guys. We'll get to those guys in just a minute because they do. It plays a lot in this. It does, but they're. I'm like thousands of years before those men were even born. Right now, like thousands.
Yeah, I'm back when Spartacus had the 6,000 that were slaughtered.
Bro, I'm talking like almost 900 years before Jesus was born.
I've been back 300 million years.
Well, I'm not trying to have a pissing contest. I'm just telling you where I'm at in time.
Yeah, the mounds are amazing, bro. They're the Adirondacks area of New York State is all mounds. All those lakes up there, that whole thing is a mountain mounds that Lincoln talked about in 1848 speech. There's massive serpent mounds. There's craziest features you've ever seen when you look at LiDAR. When you really dig into it, it's like, whoa!
Trust me, I broke down numbers for you. I know.
You'll never look at a hill ever again differently. Like you, once you see it, you never see it. You can't unsee it. It's amazing.
I'm not. I mean, I am. But when we get to a further place of where he's trying to go, that's when. Never mind. I
Yeah,
can't.
but when you find it, like I found a
I need
piece
to.
of 9 ounce piece of material and I had a laser test and it's worth like almost 20,000 just in melt value because it has this palladium and all this platinum materials for like some sort of a fan blade of a turbine of a spaceship or some sort of outercraft material. Bro, it's like crazy. The guy, when my friend tested it, he almost crapped his pants. He's like, whoa, this thing is great, wild. It's found with other artifacts. There's massive mound complexes robbed, I believe. 1909 to 1919.
Well,
Where George Washington was in 1790 and Jefferson in 1791 at the pub. You know how I found that place? Spiritually through TikTok. Led me there. The girl that saved me on TikTok. That kissed a statue when she was 22. She kissed the statue of the Hercules figurehead that moved the treasures on both the Civil War and the Oak Island, I believe, on that ship. It's just craziest, wildest spiritual connections. It's wild.
well, we're trying to put a wild spiritual connection together too.
But it's all connected with the numbers, and that's how Mr. Tackpan. Like I'm so grateful for you, Mr. Tackpan. I've learned so much. Thank you.
That's where we're at. We gotta give him some. We gotta give him the numbers of what he's trying to find for astrological situations. Like
There's
even 1776 adds up to 21.
Yeah, because on the headstone it says the son of 21 years, and the 21 giant skeletons are across the street behind George Washington's hospital and arsenal, which
But
was the
do
first
you know the
meeting house in
significance of what?
1756. The
But do you know the
5-6.
significance of the number 21? Why it's important?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because it's inverted for 12 South Hillside Avenue with the
No, that's
treasure
not
ledger.
why.
The 21 also for the
That's not. No, the
March
21 is
21st.
the 21 is known as the crown of the Magi, the crown of the king.
Yes. And they did
Right,
that for
right.
Henry Flipper's birthday is March 21st, the
Well,
first day of spring.
Henry Flipper wasn't the king.
No, I'm just saying he was someone that they gave the March 21st birthday of for that special occasion. He was the first man of an ex-slave to become a soldier and graduate West Point University. I believe he was Henry Tupper's son, Henry Flipper, Henry Tupper. See, Henry Tupper built Shaw University in memory of Robert G. Shaw's 270 men that perished on Morris Island, brought up to Morris County, with the Morris Canal and buried in Morris County, I believe. It's like a whole puzzle of every clue I'm putting together. And there's no force in any pieces.
I can't bring you back up. I don't know why it won't let me bring people up.
There's a dragon on the screen.
I see you down there. Yes, it is a dragon. It's a lot of things too, though.
So the movies of Back to the Future and Goonies came out with Ronald Reagan. One was June 6th,
There's the
2000,
hexagram.
1985, and the other one was July 3rd, 1985, Back to the Future.
Does that dragon have the old school spiky hair mohawk from the 80s wearing its 3D glasses?
Depends on your perspective.
Which dragon? My dragon? Or the artifact ones they found in the form of dragons?
The flower
Exactly.
at the centaur, yeah.
Exactly.
Which is also the hexagon or the hexagram folded in on itself, the stop sign. Or the
Yeah, there's a
octagon.
six-sided mound in Long Island between
Octagon.
between where the Tesla coil was and where this Patchogue Long Island area is where the three pillars of light came up. And this guy and I went back 6 times, same weather conditions, same temperatures after a snow, and the lights will never appear again. I'm like, oh, come on, they really were real for only an hour.
Let's chill. Let's chill.
8 plus 6. 8. The 8 plus 6 sides is 14.
Yes, 2 times 4, 2 plus 4. 8 and 6, 14. It's a 7th gate. It's a passage communication.
Yes, sir. And that actually brings in your royal stars that we were just talking about.
Oh yeah, everything has to fit. Everything has to match. This is a communications network. We have to figure out or think. I mean, for myself,
No, I mean we're on the same page. If we're on the same page, then we know that others can or will be able to see it as well. Because the way you explain it and bringing the information, like how you're teaching me to bring the information. Because I mean, as I said, I no longer seek. I'm just brought to what I need. I'm gravitate to what I need. And thank you for giving me what I need. Appreciate you.
Can you bring Cynthia up? Or Synexa?
I'm
yeah.
also
So
grateful
everything
for
is 1, 2, 3, 4. The
Nexia.
basic thing is that we'll never have a problem with
one,
with
two,
the
three. And I love that because 123 is the back of the dollar bill. O-N-E is 123, the amount of slaves George Washington said he owned, but they're his mates.
Well, we can go 1, 2, 3, Jackson 5, ABC.
Yeah, because the O, there's only listen,
Yeah.
listen, this is what they did. There's only one O in New York and Long Island, so that's number one. There's two N's in Connecticut, number two. There's three E's in New Jersey. That's three. One, two, three. And there's three pyramids in the E, two pyramids in the N, and the O was Penn Station that Robert Moses destroyed in 1963.
I know what
Along with the 10,000 other homes in all the neighborhoods he put the highways through. Oh my God. And then he covered up the water tower down there on Fire Island there with the end of Robert Moses Parkway where the Fowler Life is around there.
right. But
God,
how is that sticking to numbers and what's going on in the city? So if you say the
thank
words, say pieces at a time, so we can keep up and explain how things transfer from one area to the next and what you're looking at, so we can look
Okay,
at
so
it
there's a
too.
ley line. The guys did the ley lines. The tower there at Jones Beach. There's this huge, giant Atlantean tower that Hoover covered up in 1930 with a refacing, with all the originals still there. And it's supposed to be like a ley line point or
If we're
center
going to
point.
go into that, we're going to go into aliens, and let's go into the aliens.
That's right.
Okay, if you want to go into aliens, I'm going to tell you. I mean, I could put the controversial
No
stuff.
aliens, because what is an alien? If you can explain the word alien,
Okay, well, let's say
the word
extraterrestrial.
alien is alone.
ET.
Extraterrestrial.
That's right.
Which we are like part of, right? We're all of us.
Mhm.
Yeah,
If
just
you
like
look at,
you.
if you respell the word,
Yes.
first of all, this is the spirit of 76. This is the reason for next year. 250 years of America. This is the reason.
No!
Yep, 250 years now, this year.
Yeah.
Ooh, Mr.
And I have the
Boo.
and I have the we have the discovery because my partner, see, I've been looking for the right person for a long time. My partner is the Navajo Lenape Nation matriarch, and she has the top federal litigator in all America. She's really good with the numbers.
Cool.
But still, no matter what, all the truth lies in the numbers where nobody can change anything. ABC is everything.
Did you
Everything
know
else
that
is a lie.
my court filing in the Superior Court of New Jersey is all about the numbers connected with what I learned from you to help me put it into court paper so that we can prove the existence of all the numbers lining up to this site. Really amazing.
That's why I'm looking for secretaries. This one person, this guy I know, he's a secretary, and he said to me, "Why do you put this year and this year and this year and this year when you got 9 other cases, 9 other lockers to put it in?" So I explained it to him, and he explained it to me how it works in classification. I says, "Oh yeah, that's good for me. It sounds like you're talking about the elements," because he was classifying everything by fours so he can find it. And that's how the elements work. The royal stars, I think they work by threes. Is that correct, Forbidden?
You mean like
14.
you're talking
Oh,
about the
hold on a
elements
second.
like
The when you move from a cardinal sign to a cardinal sign, what does that mean?
It's the cardinal sign, or the four cardinal signs for the north, east, south, and west. The main fixed coordinates of the zodiac, which is the what we call the Leo, the Aquarius, the Scorpio, and the Taurus. Those are the ones that move by 14 in the royal stars. They move
Oh,
by
which ones again you said?
Aquarius is or well, I'll start with north. North is Leo, south is Aquarius, west is Scorpio, and east is Taurus. Those are the four fixed coordinates of the zodiac. That's why they are the the fixed signs. They are fixed. They don't move. They don't change. They stay where they're at.
Can I ask you a question though? If the east and west, north and south is backwards, would the symbols be
Oh,
the
bro. I
zodiacs
mean,
be different?
then consider Aquarius north and Leo south, if that's what you want to do. I don't care. I'm
Okay,
just
okay. No, I was just curious if you knew that. That's
Can
why I
you
was just
let
asking.
Cynthia back up?
Oh,
Yeah,
she's
that's what
gone
I thought.
again?
I
Yeah,
mean, because the way I look at it is when we
she's
say
getting her
north,
exercise in.
when I look at that, when we say north, north is up. North points to heaven.
Real quick, this is 55% of the metal composition of this crazy piece of metal I found that was turned into a artifact. Like someone
Can you
melted
tell
it.
me the difference between the left and the right carat, what it says there?
What it is the AG is silver, platinum is PT, there's another palladium, and then it's RH, the rarest metal on earth that can vary between $10 and $25,000 an ounce. 14%. Whoa! This is
Right.
some crazy metal, guys. I'm
It's
telling
not.
you.
That's why 14 karat gold is one of the most common and highest bought carats of
This thing
gold.
is either a
It's one of the.
turbine.
It's not too soft like 10 karat, and it's not too hot. It's not too soft like 24 karat, and it's not too hard like 10 karat. It's that happy medium, just like humans are. It's the micro. There's your confirmation. It's the micro and the macro. That's why humans are so important, because we sit in between the micro and the macro. We are the only thing that sits in between these things.
Yeah, well, what it is it could be a fan blade for like a spacecraft because it has this high temperature, like this
Well, it
metal.
doesn't, listen, it's spacecraft, SPACE, so space, ACE, and SP, standard imported. It's telling you above and below, no matter how many things you're going to find, if it's not connecting in numbers to you know what I'm saying? We're sort of getting off subject here,
Okay,
right?
yeah, so
We're going too direct. Yes, we know that in New Jersey, Long Island, stick to the highways, stick to things people can stick to, so I can come out with some numbers that are connected to the zodiac itself, the constellations, because like everything that I'm trying to put together, really understanding the alphabet, understanding what letter goes where, understanding the zodiac, why they put each name upon the star that it is, other than what it is. I mean, we can talk about all we want, what everything is, but if we don't understand 1, 2, 3, what is tomorrow going to be like? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, exactly. If you don't understand 1, 2, 3, exactly, that's what most people don't, and I'm learning it. It's amazing.
Well, that's the thing that we're trying to get, which that's what we're trying to convey to you, Chris. Like when he gets done with this right here and doing the things that he's trying to build
Yeah.
for others to have for the next 2,000 years, we can come to the spaceship.
And we'll never forget about space. We'll never forget about, you see, the thing about what's so strong is where are they in North America? And I only want to talk about really North America in a big base. The Georgia Guidestones, 500 million. That was about 500 million in North America. They're not talking about the planet. The only thing to win now is North America. They've moved every single person around the globe into North America. How many times have you heard Iraq, Iran, okay, with an immigration problem, right? Usually the immigration problem ends up in Australia, ends up in New Zealand, ends up in Britain, ends up in, you know what I'm saying? Because this is the, whatever you want to call it, of the Commonwealth, the last part of the connection. So
And
this is
what
where
Mr.
what's
Go ahead, Mr.
that?
Techman. I was going to say, and what Mr. Tagpan says is, as we teach our women in self-defense, if you got to get away, you Iraq and you run.
Yeah.
Iraq and Iran.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, white is 65, black is 29, yellow is 92.
29, the last name.
So yellow and black are both 2992. And they have something in common, and that's power, 77. 7 and 2 is 9, 7 and 2 is 9.
You said 29 and 92, correct?
Yeah, 121. That is where Mars comes in, right, before your gold arrives. Because without the 2-9, right, coming in, you cannot have the gold come in.
I promise you the universe gave me teeth to kick me in them.
So
Great insight.
I'm trying to see where else I can go with this. I have to go upstairs to my nephew, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave this for 10 minutes and you guys just chat, but I'm going to be back in 5, whatever it is. I got to put
go
up
ahead.
something
That'll
proper.
give Chris a good outlet. That way we can hear Chris.
You just give me a minute.
Thank
You're
you,
going to
Mr.
have to
Tepper.
talk, but really and seriously, if you want to base it, try and find something to base it off the back of this.
Got you.
Give me 10 minutes.
You guys ever play that game in one of those places? I don't want to say the word on here.
Yeah, I'm actually.
Sorry,
The moment you took your first breath, you started playing that game.
Yeah. I love that game. I love going into the casino. Well, I don't want to say the word. Sorry. No, but these games are just for games. But otherwise, you walk in and you put.
Wait a minute. What? What?
What
Yeah,
happened?
that too. Like you can't say casino on here.
Did they give you a flag?
No, I was asking you. I thought you said you
No,
said
I
you
don't
couldn't
want to.
say
I don't want to. I don't want to say it because they're like But this is about numbers, and we're doing about numbers of games.
Oh well, this is a casino. This is a casino game. So
Yeah,
casino
it is a
things
casino
have.
game that is used.
So
Yes, and
you
we're
could
talking
we
about
could
the
talk about
numbers and whatnot.
the
Yeah.
slots. We could talk about the slots. We could. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, there you
You know
We're
what I'm
go.
talking
saying?
about the numbers. We're talking about the
Right.
numbers.
Well, that brings in numbers
No,
as we
but that's
speak.
not what we're really talking about, is it?
Yeah, right.
I know exactly what we're.
When we talk about these things, it correlates to a lot of things, my brother. It's the words that we have through our breath connect the dots, as in like the old show of the Pee Wee Herman when they played that game of connect the dots, tra la 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 la. You know, one of my favorite games as a kid was Connect the Dots. When you got the little puzzle books and you played Connect the Dots, you had to follow the numbers, teach you your numbers, teach you your alphabet, teach you the way around a solar system.
Yeah.
I take Miss Love remembers my lady. I believe you just clicked something there when I said that. I'm glad we could have that confirmation.
The only time I've ever had luck on that game is just like walk in with the Franklin and put it on one number and let it spin. Boom, you hit. It's pretty cool when it happened.
See, the weird thing about myself personally is I can't do things like that.
Yeah, it's weird. Like when I run hot, I run hot. If I'm cold, just stay away. And now
Hot
what
and
I've been
cold.
told is, Chris, you already won the lottery. There's no need to play the lottery again.
Hot and cold on the roulette table. Hot, cold. What's hot? Are you like?
It's like this crazy thing
Are
where
you
you get into
Chronos?
this
Are you like
it's kind
Chronos
of like
cold?
no, it's like you hit a seam of gold, like you're mining through a mountain, and all of a sudden you hit a seam, and it's just loaded with
What
gold.
Celsius cold would you say it would
And you
be?
can't lose. You just keep digging, and it just keeps coming, and then the seam runs out, and then you walk away.
What Fahrenheit cold would you say you would be if you're cold on the table?
Well, what do you mean?
Like if you were to put your coldness, if you go hot or cold on the table, what Fahrenheit would you be, hot or cold? Are you like 90? Are you like 90% hot? Or you're 90 degrees Fahrenheit hot? Or you're like right at 36 degrees cold, right at freezing? Or are you
It's
like
about positive thinking, and you're gonna clean them out, and you're gonna win as much as you can. You manifest what you
are
want.
you going to be like Roto-Rooter? Like you're going to come to the house and clean out the throne?
Well, I had a couple crazy experiences down there in like 2 back-to-back trips, and it was pretty wild. But it was a learning experience the first time where I was getting really beat up, and then came a swing back, up late.
Did you get physically beat up, or was it mentally beat up?
It was mentally drained because you're
So you
losing
got your
your,
pockets. So you got your
you're
pockets beat
losing your
out.
currency, right? They drain you. They drain you there.
So you got stressed out because you lost all your money.
Yeah, well, I was down to like my last few hundy. It went from a few hundy, a chip and a chair, all the way up to like 28K.
A chip in a chair. What's a chip in a chair?
That means
Just
that
one.
you're down to your last chip in the game of like a poker tournament of like a Texas Hold'em, and then you go from that chip and you win a tournament. And I've done it
So a
before.
chip in a chair is not like a chip on a shoulder.
No. Well, I never thought of it that way. But they call it a chip in a chair. Like if you're in a tournament like Texas Hold'em,
Could it be a chimp in a chair?
a wow,
Chump in a chair?
you could think of it that way, a chimp in a chair too.
You're playing by the house rules, right? House always wins.
Speaking of a chimp, I remember when I was a kid, my neighbor, he was like some big exec at the Vernon Valley Great Gorge thing up there in Vernon, New Jersey, where it's all crazy. I'm going to talk about the ancient prehistoric stuff there.
So you might actually be chicken if you don't take the chair, right?
Yeah, and he had a chimp with a chair that came for the birthday. That
chimp with
actually was a Marlboro, you know. The guy was a heavy one. The
Could it
chimp.
be a chump? Could it be a chimp, a chimp with a chump and a chip in his chair?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's cool how it all comes together. It's like the word "to." It's like means tow, also like tow your boat.
So do you carry your boat? Do you carry your boat, or do you lose your boat? Did it come with a trailer? Does it have 2 wheels, 4 wheels? How many axles is on that trailer?
My 21-foot boat.
How big is that boat?
I had a 21-foot boat for a time.
21 foot. There's that 21 again. 21 to win.
Yeah, and I lived at 84.
Blackjack, baby. Blackjack, 21. Can we get that 21 on the house? 21. What you got to have 21?
And that's right. And in 15 minutes, I went from 500 all the way up to 28.
What happens if you pull the ace and the jack?
What was that?
What happens if you pull the ace and the jack? Do you get 21? So you got 21. You got a 21-foot boat on the 21-foot skid, right? Was it a skid?
And you get paid time and a half. You get 1.5 on that blackjack.
Was it flat bottom?
No, it was a deep V. It was a Glassmaster. It was called.
Ah, glass. So it was crystalline.
It was
made of fiberglass.
Yes.
Fiberglass. Scratch the bottom. Sink your boat. Put a hole in your boat. 21 foot. Hole in the boat. Hit the boat bottom. Boat bottom. Hit the bottom. Oh no! Chimp in a chair. Chump in a chimp.
Yeah, we used to take that boat out fishing a lot. Did a lot of fishing.
So somebody said 13. Who was it? I think it was Ben's 10. So if you've never seen where 13 might come from, you know this
that's a
cube.
friend. I shared it with a friend of mine. She's a newer friend, and her friend has an amazing book that she wrote.
Hold on a second. I have a question
But
for you.
otherwise, it's just the numbers. It's wow. It's okay. It's like this.
Yeah, let him get that 13 real quick.
Sure.
Is this the person you're talking about here? Benzia then?
No.
Yeah. So if she's got a question, that's cool about the 13.
What is there? She has a question?
You're go ahead, Mr. Tagpan. It had nothing to do with what you're looking at.
She said it was her lucky number is 13. She said, okay, and then her friend, something with her son being born on the 13th too. So.
No, but here I can answer your question. I already know what it is. Who's answering whose question?
You're asking your question, and she's going to answer yours.
My question? What was my question?
I don't know. We didn't get to hear it. You were asking the question. I believe you asked was who asked about 13.
Okay, so anyways, I'm going to go on to this before. This comes from a game that's played and anyways, wherever it is, it doesn't matter. This comes from a game. It starts at 1, Aries, and ends at 9, Sagittarius. 1 is Aries, but 3 and 6 is what is Gemini and Virgo, what is 1/3 and 2/3 of 9. What is 3 and 3? Gemini. If I went backwards, went -3 from 12, I'd end up in Sagittarius. So you can look at these numbers as individual. You can look at them in the 10 range, in the 7 range, whichever one you want. The reality of this is when you say 20, you say 20. But if you're going to say the number 80, in French, we'll say 80, which means 4 times 20. And these are all your 20s. And then when you get to 90, right, it'll associate 60, which is 24 more than this, okay, with explanation, not now, okay. When they explain which number was I on, 80, they will say 4 times this number. And this, when they say 90, they'll say 4 times this number, and then they'll take this number here and associate it with the rest of these numbers here, 10 through 19. After that, they'll announce 20 through the 30s. And when they do it in the 90s, they're including, okay, your 420s with all these numbers into the 90s, which associate with these. These are a combination of the 20s and 11 or 10 through 20. Did you follow them with that? Did I sort of
I caught
bumble up?
I just caught something, Mr. Tack.
Go ahead.
I looked up what the 13th star. Of course, it's Ophi. I'm gonna butcher this name. I do it all the time. It's Ophiuchus, or however they say it. Ophiuchus. Now that is November. That is November 27th. Let me double check. I just got it. Let me get that. Let me get 9th and December 18th. So if you take December, which is the 12th month, plus the 17th day, that's 29. Then you take the November, which is the 11th month, and the 29th day, you get 40. You add that together, you get the 69, the balance. Brings
Well,
in
of
the
course,
15.
we're always gonna get to where we want with numbers. The question is, what does it say?
Right, that's the
39,
good thing. Yes, sir. It was, no, it
37.
was, my bad, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was with you with your 20. You said because you went up to 29, right?
Yes, yes,
Your
it's,
29 is your 11.
yes,
Your 28 is your 10. Your
yes, sir.
13 is your 31.
Yes, sir.
So this here, 2 2, 2 2, it's a straight line. This whole board comes down to.
And my date for the in my international day for just the day of my birthday, the international day for everyone would have been a 14 day, a gold day.
14 day, 14 day, meaning the month and the number of the month was 14.
No, it means that 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 6 equals 14.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Because go
14
ahead.
and 14 would be 28, meaning the 28-day calendar, right?
28 is 10. 28 is
13 months of 28 days is gets you the full year.
28 is source. 28 is Adonai. Also 65 or 56. 56.
The
So
moon,
here,
right, is
so
28 days. The woman's cycle is 28 days, right? The turtles, most like there's 28 squares on a lot of turtles. It's really wild.
13.
the connection between father, mother, and brother is 28 and 7. 7 is FA, 1 and 6. Mo, M and O, 13 and 15, 28 equals to 28 and 7. And the word bro for brother, BRO, is 35. The heart of this cube is 3.5. I want to show this piece off here.
Please do.
This piece off here shows your 13 sign, Orphalin or Orpheus, whichever one you want. Now, why 13? What happens with 13? Area space connects to the left and the right. One area space with 6, one area space with 6 creates 13. There's other ways to do it. This is in balance. This wheel here shows off Orphalin or the 13th sign. What's under the picture here is 17, 34, and 6. There are 3 numbers for 57. The average is 19. On this side over here, there are 5 numbers to 75. The average is 25. 19 and 25 times 3 is going to be 57.75. This is an end cycle where 77 times 75 equals 57.75, where 76 times 76 equals 57.76. That's where we are right now in our timeline. The other thing about 57.75, it is the connection to Chris's eye on the dollar bill.
Can I ask you a question about that? That you just had that up, but that's not the regular wheel of a real roulette wheel. That numbers were
That's because he was explaining that. It's called orphan roulette.
Okay,
You have-
okay,
you have
that's
to
what I
put
was
what's in
like.
the
I was like,
center.
I never seen that one before. And I was like, wait, okay, now I'm understanding. Okay.
I don't know.
Right,
There's a double zero roulette and a single zero roulette and a triple zero roulette. This is the single zero. There's a total of 37. This fits with Forbidden's last piece.
Yeah, but on each side of 23 is 4 and 35. Though, why
Mr.
did that
Tapman,
math?
can you take this chart right here that I have and put it on your orphan roulette wheel?
Yeah,
See what it says?
just 1 second. I want to finish with the 13. So
Yes, please.
here is 6 areas, 1 area, and 6. And here is 6 areas, 1 area, and 6. You know, here there's no division between the two. The division would have to be in between. You'd have to make a pi here and here. This is 1 and 1, M and N. This is G and T, A, M. Like at midnight, 1 and 13. Well, they're 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. When you see the rib, it's the 2, 4, 6 connecting to 1, 3, 5. Odds and evens do not go together, right? So here's your basic of the 13 and 7. Now we're going to take this off and show you this, that the 1 and 6 is your base 13. Then you can have your 3 and 4 base and you can have your, well, I think it's the 5 and 2. Now we're going to match it up against this. Your 1, 6, 7. Your 3, 4, 7. Your 2. I like to do it on this side. Hold on a second. Wow, I am so awkward when it comes to this, right? Let me see if I can do this. Hold on. Okay, so
Mr. Tax fans, you do a great job at doing this stuff. Just to let you know,
so
you're
mine.
awesome.
Thank you. Minus this, 5 minus 2, 6 minus 1. Right. This equals 1. This equals 3. This equals 5. So now when I lower this pen to the lower section, right, I no longer add anything, right, of 1, 2, 3. They're eliminated. 1, 2, 3 is eliminated, right? Now we have 9, 8, 7. So now what I'm going to do is 9, 8, 7. So this is 13, this is 13, this is 13. When I minus 9, 8, 7, 7 and 6 becomes 1A. 8 and 5 becomes 3C. 9 and 4 becomes 5E. And it says ace. So they both said ace. 13.5 happens to be the separation between the first 13 and the second 13, the area space between. And yesterday I had a piece that was very interesting for myself. I've seen it before, but yesterday was fun seeing it again. And it was right here. Hold on a second. There. Whoop. Didn't stop.
Yes, I watched that yesterday. I saw that. I was like, huh. You had me in my notebook. I forgot to heart it. I got so caught up. You had me in my notebook.
So that was the space. See? 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
The 7 part is where the river comes in. Do you remember in the I don't know, in the Egyptian, there was an Egyptian show or whatever it was from Egypt, and they had this running down. It was the water that came down.
Yes. 6, 7, 8 is an important number because it's 1678 is my ancestor grandfather's supposed passing on his headstone in Massachusetts with the skull and crossbones. October 21st, 1678. 6,
6
7,
days,
8.
6 days on the 6th or 7th day after the 288th day, the 10th
And then
moon.
his brother, like further in the future of the man of James F. Joy, his brother's passing date is 1876, which makes it to the president's desk in the movie of 1876.
Of course, it's always going to work out. Whatever you're going to work out with numbers will always work out. It doesn't matter what I'm going to do. You're always going to work it out. It has no choice. A number is a number.
Yeah, it's amazing, but the
Everything
connection
is
with that number,
synchronicity.
you just like
Everything is it flows like string theory.
because they put it right on a dollar bill. It's the 1, 2, 3, and we got the 6, 7, 8.
Do you remember how I showed you that the 44 makes the star?
Yeah, I think I remember that.
This is your dollar bill, Chris. See that 7 here?
Yeah.
It's connected to 66. Those are two even numbers. Those 6s will link up your chain to your 5 area and your 5 area here, your 5 area here, and your 5 area here. 250 years in the spirit of 76, where 7 and 6 link up 5, 5, 5, and 5. All the trains of Leo. But
Also,
when we're hooking up 5, we're also hooking up 9, because 9 and 5 work together. The 5, right, brings on the energy and the birth. I'm just trying
And the
to see.
$5 bill, the $5 bill
look
has
at
all
it-
the clues too.
and if you look at it, it also brings in the Abraham of the 44 leaning on each other with the diamond in the center.
And when you look
George.
through the $100 bill, the Benjamin Franklin's eye comes through the clock tower in the older one. And the $5 bill, the 5s come through when you shine the lights. Wild. It's like they were so genius how they put everything together with all these things.
Well, they were Masons.
Is it genius or is it actually that the breath that is upon us and our next
They
thought
wanted to continue using the ancient and prehistoric ways, right? And they brought it into us, but then others, I believe, later on changed it, and it got really bad after 1812.
See, I started making a net when I started doing these words like this to correlate them when I brought them down to their single digits of master number or single digit itself. When I did it with the ordinal, the four coordinates of simple gematria, which is the ordinal, the reduction, the reverse reduction, and then the reverse. or reverse and reverse reduction. It actually goes reverse, reverse, and then reverse reduction. So when I did that, I come to find out that certain things make a net the way they match. And when it makes the net, it makes the Aether net.
Or the other net, because AE can create O, which is 1,5, and then it creates what
You
is
mean
7.
Charlotte's Web and the web that's on the back of the dollar bill to be the webbing of the connectivity of everything together? And the Charlotte is a ship in the Arctic, right? Charlotte's Web with the pig. Remember Charlotte's Web with the pig? Mr. Tackman, you know
Of
Miss
course,
Charlotte's
you know
Web.
the PIG PIG 797. It's the power of the two gateways. It's the only way in. The pig has a flat nose. It has two double D 500.
Get 'em,
Right? The
boys.
tail is an energy. If you look at the tail, it curls in. Right?
And which
Here,
is just like
Is the
the
spider
just
really
like the
from this
Elefante.
world? Did the spider
these.
hijack itself on a spaceship and get here?
Listen,
I
I'm
don't know.
taking a couple of more minutes. Just give me a minute because I'm not staying here long. I have a few things to do and I want to come back. But if you want to take a look for yourself, okay, I asked ChatGPT to divide me 99 by 99 numbers. And when you look at this row here, okay, and number 7, I don't have it here. Number 13 as well. They all do something, right? You can see the way they moves. The division of 11, which is the soul. Why the soul? Why 11 soul? The rabbi said it's a soul. It's a 12th letter. 12, 3 by 12, 36, right? The feminine coming in.
Yeah.
Look at
I
that
love
movement.
that.
Look at that
Oh
movement.
my God, I love that.
Look at that
That's
movement, eh?
beautiful.
When you add the T to rabbi, you get rabbit.
Yes,
It's freaking beautiful. Brilliant.
so communication
Oh my God,
inside
the guy was
rabbit.
doing the reading. The guy was doing the reading last night for the bad rabbit, he said. He was doing the reading for this bad rabbit that's going to be taking over, like, and helping everyone. The reading for the bad rabbit. I'm not kidding you. He did
How
it.
is that a bad rabbit if he takes over and helps everyone? That's not a bad rabbit. That's a
Well,
good rabbit.
it's just a bad rabbit, and he was doing the whole thing with all
It's
the
because they don't
symbols.
like the rabbit. They don't want the rabbit to take over everything because the rabbit's going to help everybody.
No, I have a picture of it. This is the guy that does the readings. He's the guy that does he
Well,
did
I got a
the
picture last night of me coming out,
here it is.
me
Here's the
coming
picture.
out of the rabbit hole, and I
Here it is.
was the snake, and I had
As
eaten myself
I
and
took a
came
snake
out.
out.
as
It's the
Miss
bad
Cynthia
rabbit
as
chart. Look at the
as
chart.
Miss
This is what you
Cynthia
want to know. There's
says,
the whole thing. All the houses line up into certain houses and with
What
the
does Cynthia
symbol.
say?
as Miss Cynthia says, there's not a man in the moon; it's a rabbit in the moon because the Mayan calendars, because their god threw the rabbit at the moon,
'Cause I found a lot of artifacts
but
of
then brought the
rabbits.
rabbit back down because the rabbit helped the god, helped him find food, sustenance, helped him live.
He
You know,
ate himself.
I've been down the rabbit
He
hole since
freaking ate
December
himself.
7th, 2022, and it doesn't end. Every time you think you find everything, now I got a spaceship
I
piece.
love
Come
this.
on.
Thank you for
It's
bidding.
like
You're
amazing.
welcome.
I got a question.
I saw you in the Theric last night.
Benzitin wants to come up, but I can't see her name. And it's going to be the last person because I got to go out for a bit.
Oh, yeah, she's a friend. She's a friend.
Yeah, no, but I can't bring her up. I don't see her name. It popped up and disappeared, popped up. And,
Okay.
I found it. I found it.
Okay.
Oh, wait a
So can you
second.
just
You got in here. Okay, you're in. Okay.
They're trying to block it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you
So
for
how you
being here.
doing?
I am very interested in what you guys are talking about. Thank you so much for letting me on.
So do you know what's in the background or anything? So do you know what I actually do? I mean, I've been here for like an hour and an hour plus 22 years. Okay.
22 years. That's awesome.
He's a master builder +1.
Amen.
I studied. Didn't start out like this 22 years ago when I started having visions. However it happened that the doctor gave me something to relax me, and when they gave me to relax me, and I missed it one time, I started having visions. I missed it 2 times. That was it. My stomach was wrenching. It was like twisting, and all of a sudden everything started to come out. I started to learn. My first design was the letter I, and then it told me everything starts from the dot and then go all the way around. Then I split a 0 in half, and everybody said 0 has no value. Anything I split in half that becomes half has a value of 5. Now 5 is 100% of itself. Now how can I get it in its duality? Well, 7 and 7 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 8 and 6 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 9 and 5 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. Why don't I take 10 and 5, us 10 and 4 for 14. 104 is communication because it's now 3 digits instead of 2. It's not the same thing. I looked at the alphabet. I looked a little bit at what Pythagorean did. Never knew who the person was. I have no idea how I bumped into everything. And then I figured it out. It was by my breath and no rush. I didn't demand too much. I just let it be. I was vibrating so high. I had a lot of trouble getting up and going to sleep every single night. In fact, if there wasn't something making noise next to me, too much, too little, whatever it was, hot, cold, everything bothered me.
I'm the same way, Mr. Track Van. You just described my freaking life. I was a younger kid, man, and I even had like the Goonies strings. Even before the Goonies movie came out, I had the Goonies strings turned on my lights and everything.
So anyways, come back to behold the alphabet itself, the numbers themselves talk. 5 and 5 is 1, 6 and 4 is 1, 7 and 3 is 1. 1 between 2 equals to 3. Nothing begins until 3. Therefore, our first sign is connecting our air sign with our air sign.
Yeah.
We have to connect 1 with 9, the lunar singular moon, with the duality of 2 Mars, okay, with 8 to run our cycles, running Mars into 8 to run our cycles. So whether it's real or not, this is the way I brought things to be. And if you can see in the 8th house, it's all about number 8 here. 1 times 8, 8. 1 plus 8, 9. 9 and 8, 17. 1 and 7, 8. 2 times 8, 16. 3 by 8, 24. When you add them all up, you can see they all end up at 8.
Your brain is amazing how it's working, and it just wow. You just went on that whole thing where you just went off about saying all those numbers, and I can understand you. I kept up with you this time. I could keep up with you.
Not only that, you can see that 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 9, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you can see the way 8 works. 8 works the same way as 1, because 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 is 1, and 2 creates 10, 10. So this would be, you follow? What's that?
I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's okay. So you mentioned 13 before. So what I did with 13 is I understand that the algorithm of 13 only has 2 answers in it. Did you know that?
About 8 first.
What is that?
Is it okay if I speak about 8 first?
Oh no, go ahead, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. 8 is an infinite number. It's a number. It's a universal number. It's from the stars. It has to do with karmic energy and a connection of.
I mean, she's right in a lot of traditions that 8 is a karmic number of abundance. It's the karmic number of wealth,
Exactly.
or yeah. But it's not the abundance or wealth that people think. It's the abundance of wealth. It's the karmic debt
Right.
of, which means that they have the association with the number 8 to the point where they have a significant they can make significant amount of money, but they spend poorly.
What I'm
Okay,
trying to
so
explain has nothing to do with earthly abundance.
Right.
No,
It
I
has to
understand.
do
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the universal abundance, the abundance of familial connection of the people who are. We are star seeds. We are not of this earth. We are here to save the earth. We are here to raise the vibration. The number 8 is very important because of that, because it's an infinite number, because we are infinite souls. Our souls are the ones who are here to raise the vibration, and that math is perfect because it figures it all out. Now, the number 13 is a wholly different number. It has a different meaning, but at the same time, it's the same because the number 13 is a 4 and 2 fours makes an 8, which all aligns with the universal frequency. The there's supposed to be 13 months. The months start in April. If you count the months out, October is the 8th month. November is the 9th, Nueve. December is the 10th month. And then January and February. But there's a 13th month in between there. And that month is in between Scorpio and Sagittarius. That month, that 13th month, that Ophiuchus month is entered in between there. It's very important. And that was taken out for a deliberate reason. It was taken out so that we would forget, so that we wouldn't be able to figure out what is true. 13 was made to be a negative number, just like the number 6 was meant to be negative, but it's not. And I just saw it there. I can feel they're listening to us again. But you know what? It doesn't matter who's listening to us, because like we are more powerful than any ones that are trying to push us down, and that's why they are so afraid.
Yes.
We are winning. That is the important thing. We
So,
must unite in order to win.
right. So for me,
Yes.
one of the things with that is Januaries, Februaries. When you count backwards or forwards, for me, understanding that we need area space. Why do we need area space? We need to change what's in that area space for something else, like when you get a game. So the 13 sign has been replaced. Now, when the 13 sign gets replaced, it doesn't get replaced by one singularity. It gets placed by a trinity. We take the place. Our feet come on the platform. We come into the world. Add the 3 months for us.
Yep.
So when you connect this 13, I'm going to show you, I'm not sure if you saw this 13. There's a few 13s, right? And here's one of the 13s. This is the game of Monopoly.
I
It's
love
got
that.
two in the, what's that?
I used to love that game.
Yes. So you do know that electric company and waterworks are on number 1213 and 2829. Why 2829? When the game is blank with no players, go to electric company is 13. Over to waterworks, it's 29. But when you put your man on the go, taking away the first spot occupancy of 0, 1, over to the 12th area creates 13, creates 29, the second day of the menstrual cycle, and the beginning of the electric connecting from here to here. How many are in between here and here with here and here? I think it's 15. That's where Saturn square comes in. Anyways, besides that, this is
Your
one
electric
area.
bill is due at the end of the month too, right?
Yes. And when you finish on 28, plus 1 is 29, plus 2 is 30, plus 3 is 31, plus 4 starts the next month. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3 equals to 6, plus 4 equals to 10, 1 plus 0 equals to 1. It's A, B, C, D. Then it becomes, let me take off this, then it becomes A, B, C. Then it becomes A, C, D. Then it becomes A, B, D. Then it becomes B, C, D. A, B, C, D, A, B, C, A, B, D, A, C, D, B, C, D, which creates 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where 2, 3, 4 come in as a vibration, 4, 3, 2, or what is 18 by 18, 324? Well, we come back with 1 and 5 fire to come with 5 and 9 Sagittarius and Leo fire, bringing on the birth. Here is a 13 by 13 board. The one center controls the whole board, and the orange is the tracks, like the train tracks.
13 is a 26, which is also an 8, which connects again with the infinite symbol. And I don't know if you know that you were just doing different mudras with your hands. That's awesome.
Oh, tell me what I did. I do it all the time because I'm always trying, because when I speak, when I look, whatever I do, I don't know, it feels like we connect, and I believe we do, but I don't mention it because
It's an ancient knowledge that those mudras you were doing with your hands they're ancient symbols, and it actually protects your speech from archonic energies that might be listening.
Yes. Yes.
so my 2 fire signs with my 432 coming in, and we have communication.
I love you, love remembers.
I love you too, honey. I love you.
I can
so
feel
glad
you.
y'all were
I
in here.
remember.
And there's somebody
Love
else down there
remembers.
that needs to be up here too. I can't.
528. That's a 9. 528 is a 9. Amen. Love remembers. Got you, girl.
Do you know, have you ever calculated this? This year is 2026. 6 times 2 is 12, times 2 is 24, plus 2 plus 2 plus 6 equals to 34. 3 and 4 is a bridge. This year is a 26. Next year is a 27. The year after is a 28. MAN equals to 28. 2 times 8 is 16. 2 plus 8 is 10 is 26. So man equals to 28. The cycle equals to 28. When you multiply it and add it, it goes down to 26, which is the dog. The dog and the cat are 24 and 26, which is reversed to AC. Connecting the dog and the cat connects AC. Now the cat, 24, equals to 6, and the dog, 26, equals to 8. It just so happens that 4 and 2, 6, revert to 5 and 3, 8. It just so happens that, hold on a second, that 2 and 6, 8, revert to 5 and 1, 6. Your 2 fire signs into your 2 earth signs.
Fire and earth. Opposite.
This is the way it begins. 1 between 2 equals to 3. And what is it equal to? Look at your connection. Did you know that they're
Master
both?
number.
Did you know they're both equal? 6 times 5 is 30. 6 plus 5, 11. 11 plus 30, 41. 4 and 1 is 5. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2. 3 and 2 is 5.
Okay, so we got, what do we got? We got 2. What was the second one?
2 times 1, 2 plus 1.
2, 3, 5, 5. All right, so two is unity, and it also is a choice of change. It's a choice. 2, 3 is a divine godly number. 5 is the number of change, conflict, but change through the conflict. In the tarot, I tarot a lot with these things, and I don't know, that may sound silly to you guys, but like I connect tarot with the numbers, and again, they are fucking listening. Fuck you, not you, but the ones that are listening.
Well, you do know they do attach tarot big time with it. Big time. Big time. So this game here, if you look at the squares, there's a 13 by 13, 169. Take away this, it's 168. There are 168 hours in a week. 6 times 28 or 7 times 24 in the spirit of 76. Just so happens 250 years represent both the connecting gate of 10 and 7. Why is that? 2 times 5, 2 plus 5. 25 years to life. That is your sentence. You put a period at the end of the sentence, or you missed a period and you come into life. There's 40 to go around the board, but when you're connecting the squares, there's 4, 4, 4, and 4 for 16, and there's 72 in between for the 88. The farther outside row number, what can be known as 6 or 7 or 13, whichever one you want to pick, is going to have 48 around. Inside will have 40, giving you the 48. When I run from here over to here, it gives me 22, just like something in the tarot cards. 4 22s give me 88. If you go over here, it's 1 between all of these, but when you go over here, it's not the same thing. Here is a heart space. This will represent this. This one does not represent this. What this one represents is going to represent, hold on a second. You see this here? It'll go to the center, to here, and it'll take out a cube. 4 areas. That's what it'll represent, just 4 areas. 1/3.
The 3
This
of wands.
Go ahead.
I just heard the 3 of wands. Like, okay, so the orange represents fire, wands. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure, you know what it is? Like, it's 1:33 right now, by the way. I'm trying to follow what you're saying. There's so many things in what you're saying. I'm getting so many messages, but you like, and it's awesome, but you're moving to the next one and the next one. So my mind is like jumping from one to the next to the next. And it's like, it's awesome. I love it. I want to
You associated 133, so if you add another 1 at the end, you get Jacob's ladder.
Yes.
1331. 1331 is a
Kundalini. That's a
well.
Kundalini
1331.
awakening. That
1331 is is a cosmic lock between the
It's
king
also an
and the
8.
Vatican and the Pope, the king and the Pope, the Pope and the king, the fake king versus the real king.
Do you see this?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, this equals this.
Mm-hmm.
Let me do it again. 11 times 11. Whoa. 11 times 11 is 121 by 11 is
Yes, sir.
1331. So the 121 would represent the female for Bat's mitzvah, and the 1331 would be 2 bar mitzvahs bringing the breath into life from the moons of Mars.
Exactly. The
It's also
1
written as
is the
13
beginning.
squared.
The 3
What is
3
that?
is ascended
It's also
master.
written.
Well,
It's
hold
also
on,
written as
Forbidden.
Oh, sorry, my apology. I thought you were talking. My bad. I'm sorry.
Benziatan,
Yes, sir.
go ahead.
The 1 is a beginning. The 3 3 is an ascended master's number. The 1 at the end is another beginning. The 1 3 3 1, it adds up to 8, which is that infinity symbol. It is a unity of the beings who are here. And when I say beings, I mean people who are incarnated from star beings. It is a connection between all of us. It is a new beginning that has the master number in the middle with a new beginning at the end, which means there is no stopping this. They can't stop it. It's already happening. And no matter how much they watch, how much they see, how much they record, it doesn't matter because it's over for them. We are creating a new earth. We are going to save earth without our frequency. And that 1331, that's an 8. It's beautiful. I love it.
Well, that's the thing that what you're looking
Confirmation.
when. Shit.
Absolutely.
Doesn't matter if they almost stopped it. It doesn't matter.
No, you're not understanding what I'm trying to tell you. We'll just say your key component, the one on the chessboard.
They do a 31 from say I'm trying too hard, but I'm not quite hip.
Okay, well,
Come
then I
on.
won't say it.
Who knows that song?
No information. I got you.
Give it to me, baby. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Offspring. That's it. That's what it is.
So
Sorry.
we see the 1315, the 3137, the 2125, the 124. This is going to connect the feminine. This is going to connect part of the feminine in the masculine through the electric and the moon. 5775 is the sun and the moon. 111 is the total.
Right.
Okay.
What she's also saying with that
111, which is another beginning.
Can I?
Sorry.
Well, the 111, okay, if you want to take a look, hold on a
trying to be
second.
humble.
Okay, so here's your 111, right? When you connect your 16 to your 21, your 18 to your 39, your 17 to your 20, that's your 111. Orangutan is 111. Your 2413, your 2710, your 30 to 7, these are all combinations. And if you take a look, 369 in the mutable with 1, 2, 3, 1, 5, 6, 1, 8, 9, 2, 1, 3, 2, 4, 6. So you see, I had the 1, 2, 3. I had the 2, 4, 6. So I went from Earth singularity, right, into the seventh gate, 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, right? This whole thing here is a story in here.
It is.
Right?
And Stan Lee told it best.
That's awesome.
Stan Lee told you through the movie of Doctor Strange. He told you in this movie what he told you, which is the movie through the magician. He told you that there's an anchor. The anchor gets destroyed, your world gets destroyed.
Is that Chiron as the anchor? Can you look at that or no?
You could, but if you also look, if you go look at your astrological signs, the only one that looks like an anchor is is a Sagittarius symbol. It looks just like an anchor, but it's meant as a bow and arrow. But if you turn a bow and arrow upside down with an arrow sitting in the bow, it looks like an anchor.
It's an anchor. An arrow is an anchor, but a different kind. Not. But I said Chiron because every time somebody says Chiron, I look at it backwards and it's anchor, right?
Right. And the Chiron, the chirons are crucial in the astrological charts because those are your battles that you will fight. Those are your wounded warrior symbols. Those are where you got wounded in the past.
Okay, so
I
for
have
me,
to
when I
say
read
this. I
it,
have to say this right now. Okay. So we are under the dining room table with a blanket over us, and we're in this tent, and that's how I see us every time I
You
come in
really
this
are,
room.
because right now I'm not even gonna BS you. Right now
I
I'm
know
focusing a
that's
lot of
where you got to
energy on
be.
I'm focusing a lot of energy into this live to the point that my
I
head's
know it.
starting to throb.
I know it. And we are under the table with the blanket, and they cannot. They cannot
I'm gonna
break
say
that.
I'm and the gold monkey's about to stand on the table and do a tap dance on one of them
That's
archon
okay.
cards.
Go for it. I'll wait right here. I got a candle.
Oh, that makes me mad.
Me too. I just went to light my candle too.
I'm going to show you the floor. See this? This is
Can
my. This
can
is
somebody light an incense, please?
so here
I'm
is
out.
36
I
numbers.
got bay leaf. I'm gonna light it right now.
A bay
Thank you.
leaf?
Yeah, bay leaf. Bay leaf.
Yeah, I
Bay
got
leaf.
bay
Bay
leaf.
leaf.
I'm gonna light it right now.
And I got a flashlight.
You don't need it. You got a torch. You
Yes,
are
I
the light.
do.
It is not light in which you seek, it is flame.
Yeah. It's a Edward Scissorhand move.
That's awesome.
So the flame.
Yes, it is not in light which you seek, it is flame.
So within the flame, the F and L, which is the L is the 12th letter regarding soul.
Is the light.
2/3 of what is F6 and L12. It's just like on the clock. What is 6 by 6 by 6 is
That's why the
2160.
air that's why the air and fire have to come together, because the referee or the umpire comes in and he is the referee, because fire, fire makes everything fair forwards and backwards.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
the half-life.
Oh, ancient of days.
That's what I was saying about the umpire earlier. The umpire is the only one in the game that is simply the observer and watching how everything is played and calls the fouls, the outs, and the strikes. Everything
Okay, so
goes off of
before that,
his
I have to
word.
go in a few minutes. So I just want to bring up this. I want to finish with this. Basine, have you ever seen this before?
Ancient
No.
symbol.
That's not, well, I'm just going to go with one of them. It's just all a relationship. You see down here at the bottom, down here, right? See this? Instead of creating one of these dots
Yes.
here, I took 4 of the dots and connected. Down here, where you see the X's, is because I took 9 of the dots and connected, 4 of which you don't see. So I'm going to show you this, but I'm also going to explain to you, you've heard of the master numbers before, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the basics of numbers is this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But when you have a cube, you only hear 1, 6, 2, 4, 3, 4, and 2, 5, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you can connect 1 with 8, 2 with 7, 3 with 6, 4 with 5, 5 with 4, and 6 with 3.
Yes, they
6
all make
sides to the
9.
cube, right, Zach?
They
They all make 9, right? But
Yes,
you can
sir.
only go to here with the cube, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so we're going to do this. So you have 1 and 6 is 7. You have 8 and 1 is 9. 6 and 3 is 9. 8 and 3, 11. So what is 1 and 6, 7 is 8 and 3, 11. What is 2 and 5, 7? What is 7 and 2, 9, and 5 and 4, 9 is 7, 4, 11. What is 3 and 4, 7? And 3 and 6, 9, and 5 and 4, 9 is 6 and 5, 11. And those are your master numbers.
And the block and lot number is
11, 22, and 33.
3602-9, 3602.1. Pretty wild.
So what was that, Ben?
The master numbers:
Yes.
11,
So and you can
22, 33.
22 and 11. So what it is when the cube is sitting like this, you're going to have a 1, 6, or you'll have a 3, 4, or you'll have a 2, 5. But it doesn't matter what you do. You only have one of them on the pole. 2 of the poles are sitting here. Here's one pole, here's two poles. So here is your 8 and 1 9. Here's your 6 and 3 9. Your 3 and your 8 11, and your 5 and your 6 11s. You have 22 and you have 5. Sorry, you have 22 and you have 7. Sorry. Hello. This 7 gives you 11, and this 14 gives you the 22. That's where your master numbers are.
And 33.
Well, the 33 is the total of the master numbers 11, 11, 11, but there's one more on here. The other master number is on the face. And at the same time, there's a hidden 7 in here. Here's 3 and here's 4. There are 4 7s on a cube, and there are 4 11s, 44, 28. And the total is 72.
Which is a 9.
Four,
72.
so this is the way I look at it.
72 is half of 144, which is the chosen. I don't mean to interrupt. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
no,
I
it's
just
okay,
thinking
because
out loud.
listen, if we want to do something, if you want to do something, take this number here, hold on, and divide it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and keep going. But if you want to take the majors, take 2160, which is the moon, and divide it into this, or 8640, which is the icosahedron, which is the sun, and it fits into here 3 times. The Giza pyramid, right? The Giza pyramid angles.
And it's 146, which is 11 right now. But go ahead.
Yes.
Anyways, I just want to show you one thing. This is 36 areas here. I'll bring you back to this in a minute. This is 36 areas for one string of 36. If you notice, there's a square here, a diamond-like, 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 diamond-like. Each in between, this X, this Y, this X, and this Y, and each one is 5, 14, 1 and 4, 5, 23, 2 and 3, 5, 32. If you notice the XY, you think it's on purpose, that I did it on purpose? No. This is from a game of roulette where the 8, 11, 10, 31 is what is the 28 and 29 and 26 and 31. What is 13 is 31. So it's the exact same thing. On the left side here, or what could be your right, are my cardinal signs. What's in the center are the fixed signs. What's in the right are all the mutables right to the bottom. Why? They all repeat.
That
There's
reminds that reminds me of a ancient Indian from ancient Hindu text. The ancient Hindu symbols, that reminds me of that. And those are the most ancient symbols from religious text in the world. And that reminds me of that, which aligns with what you're saying for sure. I just never saw it that way.
Wow.
Yeah, it's from the roulette game. I just took this right out of the game. I just followed that the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 12 were all red. And then we came over here to the 14, right? But if you really look at this close, you can see that everything stops here on the first 15 numbers. Don't count the center. The first 15 numbers and the last 15 are exactly alike in design. X, X, Y, Y. What happens is the connection here, where each number above each other, 16 and 19, 17 and 20, 18 and 21, okay, are all the same color. Now, guess what's happening here? When you go from 16 to 21, this is where the equator of 360 is. And
Yeah.
37 is the meeting. 111 is the meeting of the equator right here.
We're not seeing what you're seeing, I don't think.
Okay, I'm going to try and show you it differently.
No, he is. He's saying it in a different way.
I got
He's
you.
saying it with numbers instead of like a spiritual, like intuitive feeling. Like it's a masculine and a feminine thing. Like the way he's saying it is
Yes.
from the masculine side, and the way we feel it is from a feminine side. And we still resonate with what he's saying because the numbers do line up. They really do. We just don't look at it that way.
Right.
Love,
Right.
remember, we don't
All
look
of-
at it that way, but the way he's saying it lines up with what it is and what we feel. It totally does. It's just the
Exactly.
difference between the masculine and feminine.
Exactly. All of what you just said. But I thought that he was thinking that we could see the screen he was pointing to.
Oh, you
And
can't see
also,
what I'm pointing to?
no, we can only see the backdrop. I
Oh,
can
you
see
can't see my finger?
I can see your finger, but I see your paintings, not what you're reading from.
Oh,
Okay,
your
because I'm not
finger's
reading from
covering it up
anything.
when you point at it. That's
Okay,
what it is. That's what she means. But like it, if you
gotcha.
look at the ancient Hindu text and the pictures from ancient Hindu, like Hindu is the oldest. It's the oldest text. It's the oldest written text in this world, our current world, and those symbols line up with it perfectly. And to think that they have nothing to do with numbers is ignorant, because what he's saying about the numbers is
Yes,
exactly true. He's just figured it
yes.
out. And
Oh, yeah.
as women, we just look at it like as like we could see the pictures and the symbols, but like he's describing it from a numbers point of view, which I also understand deeply.
Yes,
I just wouldn't look at it like that on my own. But
right.
the fact that you're giving that to us, I truly appreciate that. And I truly see it. And I know what you're saying is true. I can feel it.
And I can too. And what you coming up here and coming in here is what I've been trying to do for months. Is I know you people from other sites and just trying to connect y'all. And I gave all of that up last night. And here are so many new people here, and it's like, thank you.
Thank you.
That's all I need
How
to
do you
say.
say the live creator? How do you say her name? Marta
Oh, well,
Kappa.
that's why I added on the empty at the end, just to say empty. Like Mr. Tackpans or Tackpans, or just the one in the middle. I don't know.
Explain your name to her because I think it's important.
Okay, Mr. is part of the Mars and the split and association of the platform and the reconciliation. Now I'll say it in English. Okay, the M is 1000. It brings together three sides. The R is 18th letter 180. It brings together the platform. That's it. It's like creating the ears and bringing everything together with Batman ears or something.
I
But
get that.
actually, read it backwards. It's a cat snap, and the cat is for its
Can you
speed.
say the
Go ahead.
MNER?
If
The
you're
MNER,
leaving,
the MNER is very important because it's on the cornerstone of the 1929 Master Building cornerstone where the Stone of Destiny was supposed to be put, and it's also the initials of Robert Morris, the man of color in the back of the $2 bill.
who was that? Andrew Jackson.
Was it Robert Morris?
$2 bill.
Wasn't there a Robert Morris on the back of the $2 bill? Hidden there?
Oh, I didn't see. I haven't seen Hidden.
Well, he's right, the man, Robert Morris, right?
If that, I.
It's not Robert Moses that took down all the stuff and covered everything up. Robert Morris.
But my friend invited me onto a live. I don't want her to get off. If I know you're getting off, so if anybody else wants to join the live, I'm gonna go on.
Yeah, okay, tell them what's the name of the live?
Stardust.
Okay, Stardust. So I'm just going to finish with this quick. Okay, so you have 15 numbers here, 15 numbers here, 6 here for a total of 36. It connects
I
by the
love it.
cube. The cube connects it. It starts at 14 and ends at 23 over here on this side. This is the cube over here. This X and this X and this Y and this Y show that we have duplication, right? It's a mirror. So 36 becomes the mirror. This thing is thousands of years old. It's not 100 years old. It's over 1,000 years old. So somebody came by the breath and showed us the past inside this game.
That's what I was saying. It aligns with the Hindu. The Hindu. That's the oldest written religion. If you look at the ancient Hindu texts, way over 1,000 years old. And I know you say 1,000 because that's old, but like their texts are the oldest religious texts that we can access.
Yeah, and listen to this. My ancestor grandfather was commissioned by Washington to be the first consul of Calcutta, India, the first consul, and they have the Benjamin Joy Awards every year at the U.S. embassies, and it was on 11/21 1782.
That's perfect alignment because the 2882 also on the 17 is going to fit with the our vibration. Now, why others might not see this or understand it is because I'm dragging this a little bit further. First of all, anything to do with 17 is AG. You might be able to look at Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, or how about DO and IT, which is electric by the sun and the moon. The IT is 29. 5 by 4, 5 plus 4. It is the feminine. The masculine is 6336. But in the 6336, the 36 becomes the feminine. 3 by 12 to
Wow.
36. And 9 by 4
Wow.
by 36. Go ahead, sorry.
I just got chills up my back when you said that. I freaking love that. I'm sorry.
Oh, the feminine is the one that's at the heart of everything. It's a 5-4, and outside of that is the 6-3, and it's one between 2 to equal to the 3 in the masculine. So you need to come into the game for the 4 corners. So you need the 4-5. The 5 jumps into the ocean. The feminine connects to the ocean.
Yeah, the
4,
4
5,
to
5,
5
4.
days.
Amen, buddy.
My
Mm-hmm.
ancestor grandfather, Thomas Joy, was put in prison by Winthrop for 4 to 5 days in irons in
Iron. Okay,
1643.
so IRON. Okay, the ON is that birth. It's 29, the 29th day of February, the 92nd day of April, and the 29th day of September. What do they all have in common? 929. One of them, what happens on April 1st? What is the 91st day, or 13 by 7, fitting into the Tzolk'in calendar, or the 364 days, which is 4 suits in the deck of cards. 1 through 13 equals to 91 by 4 equals to the 364. Where was I with this? I lose myself sometimes if I'm not
Wow,
writing.
you're just amazing, brother. I mean, you just go and it's just all, it's like the universe is flowing through you right now.
Oh, yes, thank you. You reminded
Just
me.
let him.
1, 2, and 7, 8, they're singular. Can somebody tell me why? I know I've said this 100 times, but if you look at this, you have the answer. The only time 1 and 8 happens is once. There is no other 1 or 8 here. There is no 8 here. There's no 7 here. There is no 2. They happen only once. It just so happens that 7 parts of 8 are connected twice to connect the silver cord they talk about. And that's where this shows up. This will be my last piece. That's where this piece shows up. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4. These are 2 doors at the Vatican for the Jubilee. You can connect any 4s you want on one side or the other side, a 2 by 2. But when you come to connecting, I'm just going to see if I can do this another way. Hold on. Hold on. Come on, find it. Where is it? I've got thousands of pieces of art. I can't talk unless I can show you where everything is. I can show you how the 4s move. This is how 4s move, right? These are the elements in movement of 4 instead of 3.
Yo.
I'm gonna run some errands.
Okay, Bubba.
All right.
Okay. I just came in here. Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3 fire
Make
signs.
sure they got their. Make sure she's got that thing.
Yeah, so we have the 3 fire signs, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then 10, right? It goes over. 10 is not 10. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry. 7, 8, 9, 1. So we go back to a fire sign. 2, we go to an earth sign. 3, we go to an air sign. There is no fork. We have to start over. So the water sign is here. Then 5, fire. Then 6, earth. Then 7, we got air. Then 8. Okay, 8, we got the Scorpio. Then we have 9, we have Sagittarius. And then we have 8, the water sign. So that's how this 4s work. But I was looking for something else before I end this. I'm
Wow,
hoping to
what you are
find.
making is so awesome.
But you do see this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I see it.
And this side is 1, 2, 3, 4. And this side is 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? And the thing about the 3, 4 is nothing begins until the 3, 4. Although it does begin, it's the setup before we get involved. We have to connect.
All right, so the connection is the National Treasures Code that he gave Nicolas Cage, the president, was an XY234. Now, if you take the XY, that would be 1, 2 for 12, where the property is, where the treasures are. It's really
Right. So
wild.
the 2, 3, 4 is your
2, 3,
9.
4 is it's alignment. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
2 times 3 times 4 is 24. 2, 3, 4 is 9. Total is 33.
Yep, and that's why it's that
What shit?
number.
What shit?
It's wild what they did because it shows you that the numbers is life, right? They want you to find out this. They want you to decode and say, "Wow, everything is backwards."
It is.
They made it backwards so that we couldn't figure it out. But you know what? They didn't think
It
that
wasn't backwards
we
though in the
could
It's
figure it
as
beginning.
out.
backwards.
No, in the
Trust me.
beginning, they did it like the treasure maps and all that. They did it because they had to hide who they were. They were
You're
Robin Hood pirates stealing the treasure
Bing,
from the
bing, bing,
okay.
slave
bang,
owners.
Well,
They
bang.
wanted
well,
us to
well
fight.
Bing,
okay.
bang,
They
bang,
wanted
bang.
us in a Five
May
of
may
Swords
may I,
energy,
may
Well,
I
the
no,
give
no.
you guys
conflict.
may
Well,
I
real
give you
quick,
guys
real
that
quick.
Bang,
history?
bang, bang, bang.
275 years.
May I
America
give
was
you
under attack. All the mounds, all the people, the
may
indigenous
I
people.
Want you to
275
find the
years.
cutter.
No one stood up until Washington did.
may I give you guys that history?
Sure.
If you want the history on that, there was a king, or not a king. He was called the protector of the Holy Sepulchre. His name was Bouillon. Now Bouillon was he unalived in 1199 or 1099 of AD. Now when he unalived, he started. Now this is, as they like to say.
1099, like the 1099 you file with your taxes.
I'm not gonna answer that question until I'm done. So when I go through that, and what I'm telling you is like at the 1099, when he unalived, before he unalived, he started something that people have watched a movie about, but they tell you that it's fiction. Now it's called the Priory of Sion. Now, when his brother took over, which is, everybody's probably seen the movie The Kingdom of Heaven, which is King Baldwin the First of Jerusalem, he was coronated in Bethlehem December 25th, exactly 1100 AD. That's what you celebrate on Christmas.
Yeah, that's
So
our,
when
that's
now
I
right.
don't
this gen,
celebrate.
I haven't heard
no, I'm
that
just saying, I'm
before.
just, I'm just, I'm just
That's
throwing it
really
out there. Please
interesting.
let me
I,
give you
I
the
always
history.
wondered why December 25th was the date. That's really
Please
interesting
let me
to learn
please
that.
give me, let me give the history. Now, what happened with that gentleman is in 1119, he funded the the uh
1119.
the gentleman of called the Old Knights of the Temple of Solomon, or the Poor Knights of the Temple of Solomon, which then became later known as the Knights Templar. When they were funded, that is where they started. That's how they got their name, because he gave them the Temple Mount as their first headquarters. They also were the first ones to speak with the Magi in that time and era and got the secrets of what they needed. They started digging under Solomon's temple, found a lot of holy relics. Now, when this comes into play, King Baldwin is the only man that has ever been coronated as King of Jerusalem. Why? Because he is the second born son. Baldwin adds up to 29, 11. Now, why is that important? Because 1100 AD, as if you paid attention in the comments of everything that I've been typing, you see how 11 flows around this. Now, when you go into the book of, or now you come back to this, I'm going to bring it all the way back to Numbers. When you do the words Priory of Sion, Knights Templar, Freemasons, and Pirates, they all come back to make a net of 1177.
Okay, and then what about the Druids too? Because the Druids
I'm
temple.
That's
not getting into some
fascinating.
druids, bro. I'm trying to bring you into something else. Like,
I am. I'm listening. It's really amazing. It's
please
really
quit trying to
amazing.
derail me. That's like a
No, no,
spiritual attack, dog.
sorry,
I'm
no,
Well,
trying to
what
deal
Yes.
with
he's
you.
talking about, no, what he's talking about is quite significant. I can feel it.
I
I
told
would
you
like to
part of
hear
it
it.
is it lines up. It lines up with what I
No, it
was
don't line
talking.
up. But as what I'm telling you is when it comes back to this is the reason they raided them on October 13th, 1307. October 13 is 23. 23 is king. That's 10 and 13. 13 is also the unalivement card and rebirth card in the tarot deck. Okay, so 23 is king
The
when you
death
do it in
card,
gematria. Now
Capricorn.
now when you look at 1307, 1307 is 13, again the unalivement card, which is also 4, which you put the void in the middle, which separates the 7. That's 47. That's beast. This is the nature of the beast. As they blamed it on the fact that they were doing things that they weren't supposed to do, but they were hiding something. They were hiding the Holy Grail. They were hiding the Grail child. They were hiding the blood of the Grail child. That's why the Knights Templar were raided on Friday, October 13th. That's why Friday the 13th is insinuated as bad. 1307. Now, when you look at that and you say, "Oh, wow, that's kind of weird," so now you see that now this past year on the 20 on October 31st, 2025, matched Friday of October 13th, the same year of 1307.
Julian calendar.
So when we come to this, we have to see that there's the revelation come full fold.
What
Now,
about what? Can I ask you? Like with that
how do I
curse.
know this?
There was a curse laid on the 13th by one of the Templars to the ones
No,
who
it's
was
two
being
of the
burned.
Templars. Yes, they looked at both the Pope at the time, because the Pope at the time only got that office because he was friends with the French king, and the French king and the Pope actually exonerated the Templars of all charges that same year, because they found out that they were not heretics, they were not under these what they said. That's when all of their ships disappeared and they became what? The pirates. The flag that they call the Yole, I'm going to butcher this like crazy, Mr. Tackpan, because you speak French. They call it the Yole Ro, which is the red flag, which is the one that had the skull and crossbones, which was originally the Knights Templars ship flag that they flew whenever they were flying to like say and signify that they were going to battle. Now, the Jolly Roger also adds up to 88 if you do that in Gematria. So when you look at what they're telling you, they sent it all through these signs. Now, when we come now knowing that the pirates were them, now you come to the Freemasons. The Freemasons adds up to the numbers of 1177 as well when you do it forward, reverse, or forward reduction, reverse, and reverse reduction. When you do it in those four ways, which I have it right here in my books, and I can pull it out and show you how it makes the net, because they cross each way. Because when you do like say I do pirates would have 7 7 11 11. Then I would do like Freemasons, it would come up 11 11 7 7. So they make the crosses and the numbers tend to match. Now, how do I now the words that we're looking at here is when we say night is Knight. Night is also 69 as its ordinal position, which is also an equal balance of the yin and yang. It comes up, the next number would be 33, which is the master teacher. It flows on down through like a very hardcore set of
One of
numbers
the
that can only be
messages.
found because it's all coded numerically. It's all coded in time. It's all coded in dates. They didn't even they did these things to bring you to this realization of what they were doing and how they were doing it. So the
Yeah, because
Freemasons,
that's the
as I,
only way they can take people's free will.
No, no,
That's
no,
how
no,
they
no.
take over people
Could
while
they
taking their
change?
free will is they put everything out. They put
or
everything
maybe
out there.
or maybe they tried to deter you from knowing that, so you wouldn't think they were the good guys, so people would leave
Right,
them alone.
This is so.
right.
What happened was this: George Washington and listen to this.
And how do I
The
know
date.
this? And I'm going to relinquish something right now, because this is the year I'm supposed to do this.
It's a
My last
soul
my
thing.
my last name is Baldwin. I am a descendant of the Baldwins.
And George Bush is
I
my
am the
cousin.
last heir to that throne.
I'm the last heir on my side too. My brother. It's freaking wild. The Joys. The Joy Genealogy Library of Congress.
All the truth has been
Beautiful,
put out there. That's the
beautiful
point.
brother Baldwin.
I'm just being honest with everyone.
I
I'm
know
not
you
I'm,
are,
I'm
and
not
the
supposed
reason
to
why
hide
they
no more. I'm
and
not
the
supposed to.
yes, you're not
My
supposed to.
my full name adds up to 33. My first name is 33711. That's master teacher, locked in by the divine 7 with the sword, and the 30 in the 11 of the divine intuition, which is a 2911. Baldwin is 2911.
Yes, and you've been through a
My
lot,
middle
brother.
name is 3411. The number of letters in my name is
Ooh, I gotta do some
577.
work on my numbers. I don't know. 'Cause I don't even know what my
It's
name is
five.
Yeah,
yet.
you got to add up your birthday by the numbers,
My
and
birthday adds up to 23. The royal star, the royal star of Regulus. I'm also a Leo moon.
which is
My
at
name adds up
5.
30. It's a
That's a really good life path number.
Right. It's one of the highest life path numbers you can have. It's very important because they are the royal star numbers. Because my first name, 33711, adds to 51. I'm also an Aquarius sun. I am a firstborn Aquarius sun. I am
It's
a
not about a competition.
no,
That's
it's not a
right.
it's
You
not a
don't have to
competition.
prove
If you
yourself.
take it as a
That's right.
competition, you are mirror reflecting. I am born as one skin as all of you. So if you take it as a competition, then you need to look hard at yourself.
Exactly.
Well, I didn't mean it that way.
We're all part of the puzzle.
I know
At
what you
all.
We are.
meant,
We're all
though.
pieces of puzzle. Like the
But all
birds.
this
Like
has to come out.
the birds are all
I'm
pieces
not
of
the
puzzle.
one getting.
I have to stand in these moments in a place that I don't like standing. I can honestly tell you I did not ask for this. I have spent 7 years of my life trying to prove it wrong.
I could feel that in my throat.
Me too. I mean, I know these.
Hey, just go with
That's
the
why
flow,
this
He
year
brother.
was a
needs
Don't
to
fight the
speak
14
his
universe.
year.
truth. It's
Don't fight
That's
very
the
why I put
universe.
in the
important.
Just go
comments
with the
that 14 is
currency.
also David. King David. King is 23, David is 14. 14 and 23 is 27. That's an escape. That's why I'm putting in the comments of what you're reading. That's why I'm putting in the comments of 121 is the only way you can derive that number is 11 times 11. It's a perfect square number. I'm literally giving you the map for the King of Kings.
Thank you for that.
Yes.
That's
Thank
all
you.
I'm doing. And I'm humble
Gratitude,
and
brother.
I
And
am a
brother,
Creating
servant.
change.
I want to
I
give
am
you
a
some
servant to
confirmation.
you of the people. I am not for myself. Everything I do is for you, not me.
And where do you think all that Jerusalem stuff happened? Because there's four rivers that flow into Raritan Bay, and there's the Mount Sinai and all that kind of wow stuff right here in
Well,
America.
I have
How
an
do you
answer
do
for
it?
that.
I can tell you a lot of things about America as well as I can tell you a lot of things about what we're looking at. My only job was to come is that I'm here in front of Mr. Tackpan as one of my greatest teachers because I'm humble enough to say that I have teachers.
Yes,
I
I
have
do. And you're a
teachers.
teacher of mine too. I learn from everyone. I love it. I
We
love learning from
I
everyone.
the only thing that my numbers reflect as far as anything is it just simply says because when you look into the book of Ezekiel, if you look into the book of Ezekiel or Elijah, I can't remember which one it is, but he talks about the four royal stars when he says he sees the face of a man, the face of an ox, the face of a lion, and the face of an eagle. Those are your four royal stars.
And that's why we're supposed to come together with Betty's friend that said there's three or four of us
He
supposed
has
to meet.
4.4. He has 4.5K in his life. I'm 40. I just turned 45. It's 2:11 in the afternoon.
And brother, I'm going to be
The
54
first
in eight
time, Mr.
days. Can you believe that? I'm going to be 54 in 8 days
The
on
first
February
time
10th.
Mr. Tackpan ever read my numbers, and I have it screen recorded by accident. This man read my numbers for the first time. The live locked up and stopped at exactly 3 hours and 33 minutes at exactly 3:22 in the afternoon.
And it's 212 here now.
I had turned
Oh my
44
God,
years
it's
old.
Abraham Lincoln's birthday, and that's the area code of New York City, and that the money pit was 212
Now you're
AD.
finding out why everything is so important and what
555.
Mr.
Change.
Tackpan is
Shine the
building
light through
something
the
highly
$5 bill, and you get
important.
the fives.
Mr. Tackpan is building something more so highly important that you couldn't even believe.
There he
Well, we
is.
can believe.
No, yeah, that's what I'm
We
saying. Like he's
did
trying to
We
show
can
like
believe.
believe. Don't say that we
this man
can't.
has been showing you guys something forever. And a lot of the ones on the panel have been waiting for me to come into my remembrance and stand firm. But I have not been able to do
Yes.
that because it was not for me to come out of hiding yet.
Yes. I'm so proud of you, brother.
Now, I'm going to show the back of this headstone real quick.
Do you
Here's
have
his
no
cap.
you have no many idea how many TikTok Jesuses I have to fight?
Yes, I do, honey.
When they were specifically commanded to
Yes, I
forget that
do.
name because
I
they were
was with you
specifically
during a lot of those battles, if you don't
yes, you
remember
have
or
been.
not.
And I look at them and I laugh at them.
I'm
This is
so
why I'm
glad
born
that you're in
this
your
is why I know I was given my final key on August 10th, my mother's birthday, rest her. Not my mother, but she said my mom. The earth is my
Yes,
mother, my
I
mom. My
understand.
father is in the sky. That is
I
my father.
understand. Yes,
And when I tell you this, it's not that anybody is better than nobody. It's not that anybody is better than anything. The only difference between me and anyone else is whenever you go to the farmer's market and buy a pack of seeds, you
yes,
simply will have one seed that's bigger than the rest, but it's going to grow the same fruit, the same vegetables, and everything. It does the
yes,
same thing.
yes. So
It's
proud of
nothing
you.
major. It's nothing bigger. It's just simply I'm connected and I'm just trying to help. That's it.
We're
John, that was
all
beautiful.
connected. We're all
That's,
connected.
that's why we started archaeology and historical. That's why I formed. Someone had to be the architect because my
And
ancestor,
if it wasn't
grandpa,
for Mr.
uncle.
Tackpan, the truth could never have come out. He is
I'm
the
so
real.
proud of you that you did that. You made a safe space, Ron, and I appreciate you so much.
Mr.
I have so
Tackpan,
much respect for everybody in this room
Mr.
in your
Tackpan,
journeys.
I used to follow.
and you guys taught me about the numbers so that I could actually file the court
2
papers
years
with
ago.
numbers in there to prove the connection.
2 years ago, Mr.
See?
Tackpan was one of the safest people that I could come into his live, and I would just sit in his comments. I would never ask to come up. I would try to learn what he was teaching, and he would literally it was like a lullaby of numbers that would allow me to relax, rest, and fall asleep.
It's beautiful, man.
So here's one thing I want to bring up is I'm just going to bring up a few things. There was the average in numbers is always 5. That's one. This I think we've already seen. This is where your Tesla, you connect 3 only, 258, 147, or 3, 6, and 9. That's it. So you connect 3, which is 1 and 2. You skip 2, got 1, skip 2, got 1, skip 2, got 1. Feminine. You can do it with 3s also, but we have to up this number and we have to create this bigger. And then we're going to work with, what do you call it? 360 degrees instead, but it doesn't matter because everything breaks down anyways. This is the smallest breakdown of 120. 147 with 258, 147 with 3, 6, and 9. I just want to put a few things out there because I got to, close it off. I just want to see where else we didn't hit. I don't know if we spoke about this, but most of the people that are here right now, I'm going to just tell you, just give a lineup of what I do is
Can
I
I
look
say
at,
something about this, please? This is the most important one. I even have a screen cap of this.
well,
Last time
even
we
if you
did.
say something about it, right? What's going to happen with this is where is it going to go? We need things to go places
It's a
because everything
confirmation number
links.
of everything right there. 3602-9 right in your numbers.
You see, your biggest, the thing here, Chris, is what you have is your 3746 connect. That's huge. For people who don't know, for me, this is what I need out of it. I have to understand that. Then I can put, you see this word joy you have, right? That's the house of 5. This is what Leo Scorpio. Why? J is 2 times 5. Put it with Mars. O is 3 times 5. Put it with Earth and Mars. And Y is 5 times. It's full communication between Earth and Mars, full association between Venus and Mercury, in which have no moons. Therefore, I understand them playing a role within the Earth and Mars moons themselves. How would you look at that, Forbidden?
I see the same way you do. It's the connection of the Saturn Jupiter connection with Mars. It's
Right,
the
right.
it's the triple grand conjunction is what that is. You've put together the Star of Bethlehem.
Okay, because right away when I started the Star of Bethlehem, when I
Is that
began the
number?
project, Bethlehem
number
is
there?
house of Vet.
Can you move your head over one second,
That's
Mr.
something. That's a
Tackman?
number I've been
Put
wanting to
that
show you
number,
too as well. Is
your
something that
handwritten numbers under.
because I woke up one morning and I
No, your picture, Mr. Tackman, the one that you have up, the one with your circle with the number. I want to just. That's
I want to
important.
see how you read it, Mr. Tackpan. I really do.
Me
I want to
too.
just show you something. It's the most important number that
Okay,
blows
wait,
my
where?
mind.
One. I want
The
to.
3602-9, the 7 curses of Oak Island treasures with the Ark of the Covenant below the hilltop of that number.
Because the Ark of the Covenant's been telling you that the king would be born. They're searching for something that's not buried. They're searching for a holy grail. It's a grail child. It's not, it's a bloodline, my brother. That's what they're
I'm the
searching
joy. It's me, the bloodline.
for. Okay.
If you want to look at the end result,
I'm
I
just
really
saying
have to
one of
go.
them, right? On one of these bloodlines, like all these others, like we're all. I'm not anybody special more than anyone else,
No,
right? We're
that's
all
right.
people
That's
puzzle,
right.
right? And we're all coming together, and
All
we're
I'm
all
going to
helping
tell
each
you,
other.
people, is when you say that, you don't realize what you say. You might want to go to my page and realize what you're saying before you say it. Because there is certain things that you put upon yourself that you don't realize that you do.
What do you
I'm
mean
just
by
being
that?
Okay.
honest. I'm just being honest. I'm saying do your research,
Thank you.
do your due diligence, and
Yes.
please research what you're doing. Because when you try to take eclipse energy, the eclipse magic off a person born under an eclipse, We are predestined. We do not have the same free will as anyone else. I have a predestined path that I walk.
So do
I was manifested here by everybody that closed their eyes and said, we want a second coming. Now it's here. What are you going to do? Now you're scared because now what? The referee came into play? You can't play the game how you want to on the street no more? It's not street ball?
I ain't scared of nothing anymore.
Exactly.
Why did
That's what I'm saying. No, that's
scared?
I'm putting that as a hypothetical situation. Is all I'm saying. What would there be to be scared of? There's nothing to be scared of. Just
You
be
create
right
the
with
fear.
each
You're
other.
going to live it. You're going to live the fear. You create. You're going to
Just be
afraid
right
of
with each other. I was scared. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm scared. I was scared of it. Because that's why I tried to prove it wrong. That's why I wanted Mr. Tackpan to prove it wrong. But well, we're here.
What is the algorithm of proof, or what are those numbers?
You are the algorithm. You
Y'all
are
are getting me high in this room.
We are the numbers.
You are the one. You are the one that I was sent to, Mr. Tackpan.
We're all
I was
cells.
divinely sent to you, my
Without
brother,
the cells
my
communicating
teacher,
with each other, they
my
don't.
friend,
they don't
my
communicate.
confidant,
They don't grow.
you're that one that I was sent to. Father
And
sent
I
me.
was sent to TikTok.
Yeah, and Father sent me to.
But listen,
And
you
Father sent
wrote
me
out.
to
Forest
you.
fairy told me I had to learn the numbers. The forest fairy told me I had to learn the numbers. That's why I want to.
Father sent
Well,
me
that's how
straight
we
to you.
classify everything, Chris. You already know that
love
you've
y'all.
classified it. You classified. I looked over some of your work, and I've listened to you for the last 2 years,
You
and I know already that anything that starts with NEW, New York, New Jersey, the autoroutes and byways, highways, and names. I've looked at all of it. So I already know that, and I got taken down like 3 or 4 times. I just put a picture up with 3 or 4 words, and they took me down every time. I just pointed out that the Hudson River is a plug-in. New York is a plug-in city,
I
right? They
love
need to
you.
That's
go
why
as high
Robert
as they can
Moses
go.
took down
What's
Penn
that?
Station in 1963. He destroyed it. It was the hub. It was the O. The O is right there, right out in front of the Brooklyn Museum. There's 4 pillars. You walk in there. There's mounds all the way around like an eyeball. In the center is the
know
Atlantean
what?
Fountain.
I can really
We're
drive this.
still under the dining room table with the blanket, you guys. Come on.
And I
Get back
can
under
lit-
here with me.
M archway with Abraham Lincoln riding a horse inside of the thing.
I can literally drive this to the final point of understanding if anybody would like me to.
So Forbidden is a place to go. So maybe go to his channel, or where the other Ben
Yes, sir.
Zadine said okay, because I have to go. And
I
for
appreciate
me,
you.
ABC 1, 2, 3, and after that is 4, and the feminine comes in. We all link up to the feminine, the big plug.
The big plug. Yes, sir.
Gratitude, brother and sisters. Thank you. I had a wonderful time here today.
Yeah. Well, just to let you know, not to bring it up at the ending. That way, we all plug into each other at the end, and whatever comes out my
Yes.
mouth is what, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Whatever comes out my mouth is the spit.
At
Yes.
the end of
So-
the day, at the end, well, that leaves them in suspense to come back to find out more. To
So,
be
Mr.
continued.
I'll leave it with this, Mr. Tackman. Is that piece of metal I found? There may be a piece of spaceship. It's 10 inches long.
Gardener's
And it's valued at
saliva
$20,000
on the
if I
seed.
melted it down.
You know, just like they did with every sequel of Harry Potter.
Yes.
Come back if you want to know more.
Hi,
I guess-
babies.
And
Hi, furry babies.
if anybody kindly could, please
Hi,
support
babies.
this man.
That's
Please
kind of
support
weird
this
because I
man's
said to
channel.
someone, the other day, I said that their friend's house kind of looks like a Harry Potter.
Hi, babies. Where's Ara? Where's
Laura's at
Ara?
home. Say good night. We'll be back at